Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? Can you hear me okay? Oh dear. Okay. Today we have an interesting story, actually. Before we get on to people calling in, we have an interesting story on Vanguard. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Yep. That one there. Okay. Vanguard CEO abandons ESG investing alliance, not in the game of politics. Environmental, social and governance, ESG, has been a hotly debated topic over the last few years. Now, mind you, this was more than a week ago or just over a week ago. This seemingly unquestioned march towards corporate utopia has met with resistance among those who oppose the idea that government oligarchs should dictate the affairs of private business firms. The long-term effects of the ESG movement are largely ignored by mainstream. As Tom Zitron previously commented, ESG is largely justified on the basis that corporations and financial institutions should be socially responsible. They should work obsessively to address the perceived menaces of climate change, racism, sexism, and a host of other subjects. Our benevolent political and economic elite define what is virtuous and what is not for a grateful public. Yeah, they can shove that. But as of late, there are some naysayers that dare to stand up to socialism by stealth promoters, with Tim Buckley, Chief Executive at Vanguard, perhaps the biggest name yet to buck the ESG orthodoxy. Our research indicates that ESG investing does not have any advantage over broad-based investing, Mr. Buckley said in a recent interview with the Financial Times. So all this, they're finding out that capitalism is actually better than what they're doing, this socialism stuff that they're trying to do. Matching word to deed, his comments came after he had withdrawn his firm from the $59 trillion Net Zero Asset Managers Initiative, an organisation that is part of the $150 trillion United Nations-affiliated Glasgow Financial Alliance for Net Zero. That's a mouthful. We don't believe that we should dictate company strategy, he said in his first public comments about the decision. It would be hubris to presume that we know the right strategy for the thousands of companies that Vanguard invests with. We just want to make sure that risks are being appropriately disclosed and that every company is playing by the rules. As the Wall Street Journal reports, Mr. Buckley effectively claims that ESG managers are playing the fool and taking their clients' money with them. Fewer than 1 in 7 active equity managers outperform the broad market in any 5-year period. Over the past 5 years, not one relied exclusively on a net zero investment methodology. Betting his clients' money on politicians and regulators consistently doing the right thing would be irresponsible. Hello? I've been telling you for ages, but anyway. There is a receding chance the globe will be at net zero by 2050. No one should promise to base his entire investment strategy on such odds. The Vanguard boss also warned investors not to expect superior returns from ploughing money into ESG funds and alternative assets, two of the fastest growing parts of the asset management industry, rather than index trackers championed by his firm. We cannot state that environmental, social and governance investing is better performance-wise than broad index-based investing, said Buckley. Our research indicates that ESG investing does not have any advantage over broad-based investing. No, it's actually going to be the opposite if you really pay attention. The decision to withdraw from the coalition has sparked fury among environmental activists, with Al Gore calling Mr. Buckley's decision irresponsible and short-sighted. Oh, Al Gore, who's making millions off the green movement, yeah. Of course he'd say that. Buckley, however, said, as the FT reports, that Vanguard was not in the game of politics. Politicians and regulators have a central role to play in setting the ground rules to achieve a just transition to a lower carbon economy, he said when asked about the increasing politicisation of ESG investing. As Terence Keeley writes in an op-ed via Wall Street Journal, freeing the asset management industry from a prevailing orthodoxy that promises wealth and environmental sanctity while delivering neither requires monumental fortitude. I honestly, they're going down. They're really starting to panic. And sorry guys. I honestly believe that this is it. We're starting to win. Okay. So that was it. That's it for the news today. I'm just going to go on that. But there is other things going on. Joe Biden has gone against the Dems with one of these proposals put forward or something, and they're not happy with him. What else is going on? I had a couple of things. Joe Biden had a doctor this week clear him medically and mentally. I would like to know who that doctor is, and I believe they should be struck off. If they are saying he is mentally and physically capable of doing the job, they need to be looked at, because how are they a doctor? Blind Freddie could tell that Joe Biden's not doing well. Okay, that's it for the news for today. Let's have a relaxing stream. We've got Shannon, g'day from the Riverland, South Australia. How you going, Shannon? Darren, how you going? Dan Markle Sr. from New Hampshire. Alex, how you going? You were listening to Wheezy? Yeah, I was too. Everyone's saying hello. Hey, Faith, how you going? And everybody pray for Luna still, please. Poor Luna, my goodness. I think we still need to pray for her, though. Like, keep her in our thoughts at least while she's going through, because that's a horrible thing to go through. Sherry said, hey, all. How you going, Sherry? Alex said, hey. Everyone's saying hello. Eyes to see, how you going? And we got Faith, and we got Sherry, and we got Dana. How you going, Dana? Finally, a sunny day here in Melbourne. Yeah, we got one here too. It's going to be 27 degrees Celsius here today. So we're in autumn, and we're getting warmer than we did in summer, nearly. A little bit of a warm period. And yesterday, I had to pull the live stream down because I porn bombed myself. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, sorry, guys. I really apologise for that. Do not go and search for deep fakes on Twitter, okay? Because it won't end up well unless you want to see it. But, I mean, I didn't need to see that. Not on a live stream, not any time, really. Alex said, I hear you fine. Excellent. Faye said, saying hello to everyone. Hear you fine. Excellent. Hey, MJ. Hey, D. Lee. How you going, guys? Kitty, how you going? Catching you live. Highlight of my day right now. God love you. I don't feel like I'm doing well at the moment. I've just been so busy that I don't feel like I'm keeping up. But I do believe things are happening. It is getting to that point. And I was listening to some speeches by DJT. It seems like it's getting to the end point where the big scare might happen, okay? Because they've got nothing else. Most people are awake. Most people don't trust the politicians or the media. And I do believe that it's about to explode. And plus, people are mentioning that the Twitter files are coming back out again, and they're waiting for the Fauci ones, okay? So that should be interesting. Who else have we got here? MJ said, love seeing all the white hats. Hey, Carl, how you going? Where are we? D-Lee said, what are the odds I picked up my phone checking for Hev? She went live 1 second before. So cool. Yeah, that's good, because I think that's what you have to do. With YouTube at the moment, they're not being very kind, I'll tell you that much right now. And how you going? That's rich, yeah. All a bunch of crooks, says Alex. Good odds, says Kitty. Synchronicity, says MJ. Face said, just saw another train derailment in Ohio. Haven't seen the details yet. Nothing to see there, I'm sure. We still got the Nord Stream pipeline as well. Like, what's going on with that? Kitty said, can't trust my notifications. Yeah, you can't trust YouTube's notifications at all. I found that out the hard way. They notify me when people I don't really watch, have a stream or something going on, but they won't let me know when the people I watch are on. Oh, thank you, Shannon. God love you. D-Lee said, I know, right? Love it when that happens. And Alex is saying, hey, Anne. Alex said, awesome, Shannon. Anne said, will Santa Claus bring them gifts? MJ said, Gore's last name suits him. Yeah, Gore. He's a horrible, horrible man. Hey, George, how you going? Kitty said, they're all a filthy lot of thieves. Faith said, MJ, yes, it does. Alex said, yes, I'm sure it's nothing, Faith. George said, people power have. Yeah, I really do think things are turning around at the moment. We're seeing little things happen, and DJT's speeches are pretty good to listen to right now. Shannon said, Al Gore got caught with blood vials at airport. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Shannon said, second opinion. Darren said, Anne, Santa won't be able to afford Christmas. He has to pay to keep the elves warm. And Alex said, that doctor is clearly a crank. Yeah, I would be questioning that doctor who just passed Joe Biden mentally and physically. Haven't they heard of Shabananda depression and Batacafcare? Oh, my goodness. And the time that he was in the pool and he got the kids to rub his hair legs and they were blonde in the sun or something, and kids would jump on his lap. I think someone needs to investigate all of these people's hard drives. D-Lee said any actor can play the part of a doctor. It's probably Jill. Is she the one who said he's all right to go? She calls herself a doctor. Shannon said, same doctors say Trump is infit, lol. Anne said, a dam just broke in East Palestine due to heavy rain and dumped toxins everywhere. Oh, no. It looks like you're actually in a war, especially over that. Well, we all are, but I mean, over there in Ohio, something's going on. MJ said, yep, Faith, Shannon. Kitty said, prayers for her. Yes, definitely. Alex said, sending love and prayers to Luna. MJ said, Luna, she okay? Yeah, she's just trying to get out of a really hard situation, and she's having a little bit of problems. So just keep her in your thoughts. And yeah, I've been thinking of her since yesterday. I hope she's okay. I really do. I said, hey, Hev, thought I was doing a live phone in. Don't worry, Hev, I'm not phoning in. I will be doing one. Actually, hang on. Okay, invite, copy, close it, paste, and okay. Face said, Alex, been thinking of her all day. Shannon said, Deb, blame me, lol. MJ said, laughed at eyes. Kitty said, could use some prayers too. Recently widowed 1 month now. That's why I'm so happy to be here. Definitely keep Kitty in your prayers too, please. I'm sure you're going through, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even like to, I couldn't even imagine, you know what I mean? So my thoughts go out to you and condolences as well. God love you. Alex says she's going through some stuff, MJ. Hopefully she can join us tonight. I understand if she doesn't, God love her. I really do. Anne, how you going? Carl said, I reported that deep fake porn on Twitter. Can you search to see if it's still there? No, thank you. I'm not even game enough now. I don't want to see that again. And I watched it back and I saw my face and I was horrified. MJ said, Kitty, you got it. D. Lee said, Kitty, we're glad to have you, definitely. Everyone's saying hello to Kitty. Alex said, yes, I hope her and her children stay safe. Yes, definitely. Hey, Cynthia, how you going? I can't see them now. Oh. I'm on StreamYard today, so it's going to be different than the other one that actually comes up on the screen when someone donates, or even when you use your emojis, I'm finding out. I can't. Oh, how sad's that? StreamYard needs to get its act together. Faye said, at Kitty, prayers for you. I can relate. It's been 6 years for me. Time does heal a bit, but we never forget. MJ said, thanks, Alex. I wondered where she and Kat were. Kitty said, feels like a dream, but good people and prayers get me through it. Definitely. It'll feel surreal, I'm sure. George said, got the Hancock twits going on in the UK. Oh, no. Darren said, that's tough, Kitty. You'll be in our prayers. Definitely. I said, all the train derailments are done by, it's all by design, definitely. I think they're being attacked. Alex said, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kitty. Sending you love and prayers. And Alex said, hey, Cynthia. Faye said, eyes, no doubt. I said, God Almighty very soon is going to unleash his vengeance and fury. If people believe it or not, it's coming. I do believe it. Shannon said, that Polly who had a stroke with the goiter wife and kids have gone on holiday and he's approving. Oh, yes. The wife of Fetterman, is that who you're talking about? Yeah, Fetterman has had a stroke and the wife and kids have gone on holiday while he's in hospital. And he's approving bills while he's in hospital with no proof of life. Yes, so I was saying something about that. Was it yesterday? Fetterman's wife has run off to Canada and left him in hospital, and he's apparently, signing bills. I heard people are wondering that they've said he's actually brain dead. So God knows. George said that doctor is bought and paid for. Definitely. Carl Anthony, yeah, my butt's been wiped. That's what Biden said one day. Kitty said, Hev just makes me smile. God love you. Darren said, Biden has slightly more brain power than Fetterman. Biden-Fetterman 2024, a no-brainer. That one's funny, actually. It's been going around for ages. Oh, God love you, Cynthia. Out to lunch, you're here. How you going? Oh, Shannon. MJ said, Kitty, she may sing a tune for you too. Oh, God knows. I don't know. I'm sounding a bit off recently. I've just been all off recently. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Okay. These companies that actually get pressured by the public and turn these insane ideas back. I have been listening to someone who said, look, if they do that, support them. I don't know. I don't know what to do about PayPal. Do I or don't I? Because people are saying you really, if they do overturn these rules that they're going to come out with due to public pressure, then support them. Otherwise, they will just go, oh, we'll do it anyway. I don't know. I have Stripe, but I have no PayPal at the moment, no. I did delete it when they said they were going to start taking money out of people's accounts if they said the wrong thing. George said I would not let Biden run my local pub. That's me with the link. Alex said, Luna was here last night and told us what was happening, MJ. Yes, I hope Kat is okay too. I miss when people are not here. Yeah, hope Kat's all right too. Sherry said, right, Shannon, he's probably not even on the Earth plane anymore. I hope everyone's all right. I really do. Everyone who normally listens but may not say much, you know, I hope you guys are all right. I hope actually even the people from my previous channel. I remember some people from the previous channel and I haven't seen them since I started this new channel, but I still hope they're okay as well. I just hope everyone's doing all right and hanging in there with us because I think it's nearly done. I seriously do. Cynthia's praying. Kitty said 47 years and still not long enough. Alex said, no, not the deep fake. No, I don't want to see that again. Oh, my goodness. My face was like, I was horrified. But I had to edit it out just in case. I can't have, and I don't want that on there, you know. I don't need it. I said, I warn the evil elites and the wicked, you can run but cannot hide. TikTok, the Lord Almighty will kill you. You've all been warned. Oh no. That's a good one. Eyes. Dealey said, Alex, after 3 years with Hev, I noticed a missing name from the chat. Yeah, you do, don't you? You notice missing people. And Faye said, Alex, you coming on? We'd all love to see or hear you. Cynthia said, prayers to all. And God love you, Shannon. You're another one of my biggest supporters too, which I didn't shout you out yesterday, but you are. God love you. Out to lunch is late fee paid. Also socks outside. I see a little cat in a little black box outside. Nice Sick Lover said, good evening, one and all. How you going? Thought and prayer with those that are hurting, definitely. Cynthia said, nice, Shannon. Yay, out to lunch. And Alex said, awesome, Shannon. Out to lunch, out to lunch said, Shannon Spear, good on you. I'll have to buy her a coffee in your name. God love you. MJ said, who leaves their husband when ill? Is that what you... Yeah, exactly. Well, John Fetterman's wife did. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I wouldn't. You'd be by his hospital bed, wouldn't you? Especially if it has something to do with his brain. Like, seriously? You'd be worried. I think they're more marriages of convenience, to be honest. Something about the money, I don't know. Hey, Darren, the news smeared Oakshott for revealing Hancock's chat files, but it's important to let people know what the government was thinking. Yeah, definitely. Look, the more that's leaked, the better. We need the truth. Alex said, we are a family, Dealey. God love you. Cynthia Wright said, no-brainer. Yeah, that's been going around Twitter for a while. I think someone wrote it in a chat once, and I heard it, and I cracked up laughing. I thought, that's one of the best things I've heard. So Little Miss Nintendo fan said, hi, Hev, how you doing? Been a while, given up smoking and naturally hate all smokers now. Little Miss Nintendo fan, God love you. Good on you. Good on you. I'm going to have to very shortly. Like, very shortly. You can come with me on the journey of whether I do or whether I don't, whether I do or whether I don't. No, I'll get it done in the end. Alex said, I might, but I've gone all shy. Oh, God love you, Alex. Dealey said, yes, for sure, Alex. We are family here with Hev, definitely. I said, I warn all you police officers in Australia, the evil you've done against God's children through the coof. You will be taken out, your last warning. I'm going to try and reword it for you there, Eyes, just so I don't get in trouble reading it. Cynthia said, don't hate vapors, little Miss Nintendo fan, lol. Hey, Missy T, how you going? Faye said, you were last time too and you were great. Missy T said, hi, everyone. Alex said, hey, nicey Glover. Oh, how did you say it again? Can you? Oh, my goodness. Nisi, I think it is. Am I right or wrong? I'd rather pronounce your name properly. Nisi, I think it is. Alex is saying hello, Missy, and Missy's saying, hey, Alex, and George is saying hello, Alex and Faith, and everyone's saying hello, George. Selena said, oh, hi. Little Miss Nintendo fan said, I'm doing cold turkey, Cynthia. 2 months now. Well done. Well done. I've just got to have the time again to read this book. And I swear when I read this, it was like brainwashing me into not smoking. I don't mind that, seriously. I don't mind brainwashing if it gets me to give up something that's probably not really good for me. God's Marine, how you going, God's Marine? Alex said, hey, George, Captain Whippersnapper, how you going? Thanks, Hev. It's always nice to hear from you, dear. Thank you. Thank you for joining me, guys. I appreciate you guys. Dana said, looks like Dr. Jill does have a sense of humour, signing those docs saying, let's go, Brandon is mentally cognitive. Darren said, I'm not all right. I'm half left. Cynthia says, prayers for health and healing, definitely. Alex said, hey, Selena. Kitty said, this is beautiful people here. Don't know how long, but been watching, have a long time. God love you. I think I started in around 2019 with the other channel that got deleted. Nice one, YouTube. I wonder if I'll ever get that back. Cynthia said, oh, Darren. Selena said, East Palestine dam breach. Now it's releasing into the groundwater and waterways. Pray, people, this could nuke several states. Do you think, or could it dilute the chemicals? If the dam breaks, was the dam where the chemicals went into, or was that below the dam? I don't know, but it could also carry chemicals in other states. Missy said, did you send me it, Hev? Yes, I did, via Twitter message, Missy T. At least I hope I did. I'm sure I did. I did it at the beginning of Wheezy's stream. I'll just make sure I won't show the screen while I'm doing this. Yep, Missy T. Yep, same picture. I just had to check it was the right Missy T, or I'm sending God knows someone a weird video telling them to tune in about 40 minutes in. Oh, dear. MJ said everyone is coming in. Hey. George said, yep, nice to see you again, Missy. Hey, Anne, how you going? Anne said, I'm half the man you are, Darren. I was watching that whatever podcast again. Oh, you can't watch too much of it. It's like frying your brain. The guys are all right, most of them. But I don't know what's wrong with some of these. There was a communist. I was watching one with a communist on there, and the first thing I thought was, and she was in cosplay with purple hair and stuff, the first thing I thought was, go live in China for a few years. Come back and say you're a communist still. I don't think so. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Out to lunch that I hope haven't sent 8 before coming on. I did. Alex said, hey, Captain Whippersnapper, God's Marine, how you doing? Missy T said, great live over on Truthies, George. Yes, it was. I was busy trying to get things ready, so I wasn't chatting too much in there, but I was listening. So God's Marine said they call the devil the prince of the air. That means airwaves, TV, computer, social media, all of that. Cynthia said, man, Hev's keeping up. Yeah, because I didn't read too much news today, so I'm actually keeping up with the chat. It might be a short one, but it really doesn't matter anyway. As long as I come on, I think. Show my face, say hello. MJ said, yeah, oh, sorry. And George said, hey, out to lunch. And Alex said, the old jokes are the best. Lol, yes, they are. Dana said, Hev, did you go down the road and ask? You know what happened? I went down the road after my live stream and it was all gone. And I'm like, because they only put it out the day before. I'm like, that was quick. I should have grabbed it the day I came home from my daughter's. I was just so exhausted. But I should have grabbed it because it's all gone. So now I'm going to have to go to secondhand shops and look for like a kitchen cupboard or something. Or if worse comes to worse, have to buy a new one. No, I'll try and look for a secondhand cupboard or something. Yeah, I was out with the chooks this morning while I was listening to Wheezy, and I bent over to do something, and one of them jumped onto my back. So I was like, bent over, going, hello, and it was going in my ear. It was so cute. And when I went out there, I had let them out into their little, like, front veranda area, you know, the extra little garden bit. And one of them flew over and was just out wandering around the backyard. And because I've got no gate on the other side, like that side's okay, but any dog or anything could run up the other side and go in the backyard. So I kind of went over and just picked it up, gave it a bit of a pat and a cuddle, you know, while I did that, and then put it back in. Naughty little chickie. So, yeah, I missed out. I should have grabbed it when I seen it. That'll teach me a lesson. Missy T said, hey, out to lunch. Susie, how you going? Darren said, it is old, Alex. My mum used to say that. Missy T said, holla. Kitty said, was just thinking about the chickens too. Oh, they are the best, honestly. I've just got to get some sort of cupboard that I can put there and put some roosting bars across for them. Yeah, to get them up off the ground. So poor little things. I just want to give them, you know, you just want to make sure they're right. They've got everything they need, you know. It's kind of like that. And said, actually, that's not true. And by the way, women have prostates now. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I've seen a few of them in the last 24 hours as well. One who he has a nose, you know, the nose ring. They look like a cow you hook a chain onto and you drag the cow, you know, those nose rings. Sorry, if I don't know if I've probably insulted someone. I'm losing subs. Oh, dear. Anyway, that thing, right? And he's got the pride flag up and he's got his long black hair and he's all dark and, you know. And then the camera swings around and you see Hail Satan on the whiteboard behind him. And he's a school teacher. He's got the gay pride flag, the BLM flag, and he's got Hail Satan with an upside-down pentagram on the whiteboard behind him. So you're not allowed to teach children about Christianity, but you're allowed to teach them about Satanism? What the hell's going on at that school? If I knew what school it was, I'd tell you, because I'd be ringing them up and going, hey, what's this teacher teaching these kids? I'll have to find it for the next stream, next video or stream I do. See, bloody smoker's cough, see? Out to lunch, said Missy T, hey, girl. And George said, hey, Susie. Missy T's going, yeah. MJ said, okay, God's Marine, let's use it to fry him. And Susie says, hey, George. Cynthia says, chickens look all alike. How do you know who's who? One of them's got more white than the other ones. That's Henny. And Penny always comes straight up to me, so I know who Penny is. I don't know who Jenny is, and I don't know who... What was the other one? Henny Penny Jenny, and should I just call her Jane? Oh dear. I was supposed to go through one of my last live streams, which was probably a week ago or more now, and pick a name out of the chat, because there was some good names in that one. Okay, Kitty said Anne with kitty cats. George said, hi, Cynthia. Alex said, I can't believe how much they charge you for cigarettes, baccy, and mostly tax. I thought it was expensive here at £13 for 30 grams. Oh, here for 30 grams is $52. Oh, hang on, that's for 25 grams of tobacco. That's one of the cheapest. Nisi. Oh, thank you. Nisi. I thought it was, I thought I was saying it wrong again. I'm thinking, you corrected me? Why can't I remember? Susie said, Prince Harry's been what is it? Evictused? Text screen, game over. Evicted? God's Marine said that's exactly what I'm doing, using his devices against him with the truth. Missy T said, I'm hungry. Have we got 2 bacon buddies yet? There's nothing better than a bacon sandwich, seriously. I used to take them to school. My dad used to make bacon, and I would put them on sandwiches and take them to school. Cold bacon sandwiches. Still lovely. Alex said, sorry, Nisi, I have been saying it wrong too. Missy T said, we appreciate you. Oh, God love yous. Alex said, hey, Susie, missed you yesterday. Been catching up with that, Alex. Oh, yeah, the murder. How do you say it? The case you were talking about. What a crazy story. I haven't had time to look into it, to be honest. Alex, you've sent me some links, which I should go over, really. I might do it after this. Kitty said, I need to stop the neck too. We'll order CBD to help calm the nerves. That stuff really works. Honestly, I read that book and I was gung-ho to go until I weakened and gave in. I can not wear a mask. I can not get a jab. I can do a whole lot of things, but smoking? Jeez. George said, I would love a bacon sandwich, Missy. A bacon sandwich with HP sauce. I can't get over it. The HP sauce has to come along with it. Susie said, hi, Alex. Missy T said, with HP sauce. Exactly. Hey, Ruff, how you doing? And Mrs. T said, hi, thank you. Darren said, wow, Alex, you get cheap baccy between £26 and £36 for 50 grams, but local imports for £17. Wow. Out to lunch said, hi. Kitty said, 52 watching, but only 12 likes. Hit the likes if you want, guys. If you're not sub, please help me out. Because YouTube are killing me over here. Dana said, why did your other channel get taken down? I don't recall why. I remember you had your lovely long hair. Yes. Medical misinformation, apparently, even though it was right. So, I don't know. They just didn't like me. I went in the second or third lot of the big truthers that got taken out. Remember when the X22 and all them got taken out? I was in the second lot, I think, or third lot. I was wondering why I was still there for a while. And my hair will grow back. I know it's horrible at the moment. I don't like it, but I've got to put up with it. So you guys do too. George said 34 likes. Oh, good. Susie said meow, meow, ruff. Faith said today's derailment is Springfield, Ohio, apparently. Okay. Another one. Kitty said my feed shows differently. I said nuclear war is written and no one can change biblical prophecy. It will come to pass when Yahweh gives orders. Yahweh is stopping nuclear war until this appointed time on his calendar and clock. True. Darren said they won't get away with another controlled burn, Faith. Susie said another train derailment in Ohio. And Brad said, saw you in the Trump Rumble chat, Hev. Yeah, I was listening to him. I was over on Rumble listening to, let me just have a look at, let me search for train derailment. Another massive train derailment in Ohio. What happened? Oh, there we go. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Let me share my screen with you again. Ooh. Holy guacamole. I'll do sound. Share. Okay, let me go back to the beginning. Bunching up now. Jeez. Springfield, Ohio.
It's going to take them forever to clean that up. He said there's hazmat stuff.
Who's probably not supposed to be here?
There is hazmat
I'm
stuff.
getting video.
Something happened to my video.
Oh my gosh.
You do?
Damn, we're going to get in trouble for this.
I know.
You want to switch drive? You want to drive?
No, I ain't driving.
Wow. Right on the edge of a river or lake or something, is it? That's a drone. That's obviously a drone. It sounds like a bloody fly or a bee. Pretty close to some housing buildings or something. Other buildings, they look like storage facilities, maybe a warehouse. I don't know. That one looks a bit like a house. That looks a bit like a house, maybe. Hopefully it's not too close to any houses or anything. But that even the waterway, that's a bit of a worry. Hazmat crew is heading to site of what is being reported as a major train derailment in Springfield, Ohio again. Okay. With residents told to shelter in place. Currently, a larger emergency response along with hazmat crews are underway to a massive train derailment in Springfield, Ohio, where approximately... hang on. 20 train cars are currently off the train tracks. Officials are asking everyone in residence to shelter in place and to avoid the area as it's carrying unknown materials, possibly chemicals at this time, so they don't quite know. Update: multiple reports of power outages following a Norfolk Southern Trail derailment in Springfield, Ohio, with officials urging residents to shelter in place and to avoid the area due to unknown materials. Okay. Breaking train derails in Ohio. What else has happened in Ohio in the past month? East Palestine disaster, a metal factory explosion in Bedford, metal fabricator plant explosion in Cleveland, warehouse fire in Cincinnati, train derailment in Springfield. Wow. Okay, yet we know hazmats are on the way. Yeah, I think so. Definitely. Goodness me. Hey, what was that old TV show? Does anyone remember an old TV show called WKRP in Cincinnati? Is that right? Is that how? God, I remember watching that as a kid. Sorry, Cincinnati just reminded me of it. Face said, Darren, I agree. MJ said, well, they say Cleveland's going to be a 15. Oh, you're wondering all derailments near Ohio because of part of a plan? Makes you sad your dad was born there. Hug said, I don't know how much 50 grams is here, Darren. I thought Backy was the same price and only more expensive in petrol stations. George said, hello, back, Hev. I said, Hev, when you are starting your phone in, I'm excited. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to call in. Faye said, Susie, yes, it appears to be the case. Alex said, hey, Brad. Oh, hey, Brad and Wendy. I'm missing, oh, no, I said hello to Brad. Wendy from the UK. How you going? Ruff said I get Backy 40 grams for $30. Really? Seriously, it's like here it's 25 grams for $50 odd. Goodness me. And that's for tobacco you roll yourself. Tobacco. Sound like Calamity Jane. That's like tobacco you roll yourself. Cigarettes, you can get 30 of them. I doubt they weigh 1 gram each, but you get 30 of them for $50. It's insane. And most of it, because they'd be $13.50 if there was no tax in them. Duty-free, in Australia, our cigarettes are $13.50. Duty-free normally means tax-free. So that tells you how much they charge in the tax. And they say it's because smokers end up in hospital more. So to pay more for Medicare, they have to do that, you know. I don't know. MJ said, hey, Wendy from UK. Missy T said, giddy up, Hev, yeah, with a chicken on my back. That's funny. It was going from one side to the other, like I was trying to look at it, but I can't turn my head all the way around because I'm not like, what's her name? Heather Blair of The Exorcist or whatever her name is. I'm not, what's her name? Not Heather Blair. What's her name? The chick from The Exorcist. I'm not like her anyway. I can't swing my head right round on my neck. Cynthia's laughing at the chickens. Brad says, greetings, Alex. And Darren said, Alex, I wouldn't be surprised if 50 gram was the price of 230 grams. Yes, the prices are over £30. Susie said, Face, something big is about to happen very soon. Yep. Alex said, I think that's about £25, rough. Kitty said, pack of 20, $5.84 in NC. Ridiculous. Wow. I think our packs of 20 are like near $40. But our dollar's worth nothing, like, seriously. Faye said, Susie, I believe so too. Darren said, I've never seen a 40-gram pack. I've seen a 50-gram pack. Hey, Timmy, how you going? Good, how are you today? Hope your leg's healing well, Timmy. I said, you politicians in Australia will be deadly sorry, make no mistake. You can run, but you cannot hide from the Lord. That sitteth on the throne, you have been warned. Take that, Australian politicians. I reckon. I agree, Eyes. Alex said, I thought about growing my own Backy, or would it be cheaper for me to get a boat to France and bring some back? Oh, dear. Yeah, George said there's a lot going on at the moment. There is. There's heaps going on at the moment. MJ said, oh, heck no. Missy T said, hey, Timmy. Darren said a pack of 20 is about £15 here, Kitty. More, yeah, well, no, close. £15 in Australia is probably worth like $28. Something like that. Nearly 30, because it's nearly, our dollar's nearly worth half of one of your pounds, or just over. So that'd be about, that's still $10 cheaper than what you get them for. They're bad here. Sorry, guys. It will end soon. Susie said, have parrots absolutely love to be brushed on their heads and wings? Oh, chickens must too. I've been doing like this on the front and on the back, and I've even given them cuddles. Cynthia said, hey, George. Cynthia's laughing. Kitty said, how much to roll your own? Yeah, for 25 grams here, they're around $50. That's a small pouch. The 50-gram ones, oh my goodness, they're like $80 or $90. You save a little bit if you get a 50-gram, but not that much. George said, hey, Cynthia. Cynthia's showing love heart. Missy T said, what about Gladys? Oh, yeah, Gladys is a good name. Henny, Penny, Jenny, and Gladys. That sounds great. Missy T, that's a good name. Henny, Penny, Jenny, and Gladys. Sounds good to me. I also found the turkey in the little extra garden bit while lucky my chickens were in behind the cage, because the turkey was in there doing what the chickens were doing, you know, scratching and pecking, and funny little thing. Alex said, I think 20 cigarettes is about $12, $14 in the UK. £12, $14 in the UK. Yeah, it depends. If you're in America, then your dollar's closer to the pound. But okay. Australian dollar against the American dollar. 1 Australian dollar will buy you about 68 cents American and about 50-something cents, or, you know, from the pound. It's pretty bad. Oh, I've got a cat wanting to come in. Because can't you stay out there for a little while? Alex said, that's a cute name, Misty T. Yes, Gladys. I like it. Susie said, problems with phone today. Hev, why don't you try a soft toothbrush? I bet they'd love it. What am I doing with a soft toothbrush? On their fur? Is that what you mean? Kat said, $13 a pack for American Spirit, 100% tobacco in Bellevue, Washington. Gloomy here as usual, just visiting. Hey, Kat, good to see ya. George said, Charles and Camilla are not my king or queen. Yeah, definitely Camilla's not a queen. Oh, hang on, she might be in another version of a queen. Bit manly, I don't know. She might not be, really, but just, to me, just looks a bit manly. Missy T said, I'm eating an Easter egg. Yeah, they're out already all over the shops. Selena said, Cat, $10.18 where I live for American Spirit. Wow. Dealey said, hello, Cat. Alex said, hey, Cat, we're wondering where you are. Good to see you. MJ said, hey, yeah, Cat. Everyone's saying, hello, Cat. Eyes said, Five Eyes in Australia will come down like a bag of chip at the law's appointed time. TikTok, you've been warned. I believe that the whole thing is already unraveling itself right now. That's what we're watching. Shannon said Kamala was a drag queen before he was a queen. That's what I was trying to say, without saying it right out, okay? She just looks like one. Sorry, no offense to anyone, but she just looks like one. Cynthia said, we have a fresh smoker, recently quit watch triggers, but yes, have some money. Yeah, save it. Don't, yeah. Okay, how can I do this then? I'm trying not to make anyone else. You see all these little puffs. No, it's bad for it. Wait till you get older. You'll feel it. Kitty said, currently smoking Camels, even though pricey. $5.84 pack is good for now. Wow. Kat said, hi all. I left here 4 years ago to get off drugs. Now I live in beautiful, warm Florida. Good. Well done, Kat. Darren said, I can remember when I said I would give up if a pack of 20 cost over £1. Yeah, I remember when I said I'd give up when they went over $10 here in Australia, and that was like a long time ago. Then they went over 20. Then they went over 30. Alex said, crazy how they got everyone hooked on tobacco and made it popular even for pregnant women back in the day. Also, they can hike up the price because they know people are addicted. Faye said, I just made banana nut bread. Oh, yum, talk of food again. Now I have to have some. Oh, look, I've got to go and let this cat inside or it'll break down the door. Give me a sec, guys. Actually, just let me play you. Hang on. Just let me play you an intermission while I'm letting this cat in. Where's my intermission? Do I know where my intermission is? No? Oh, dear. Maybe I don't. I can't find the Australian one, so that's not good. Okay, just have this one for a minute.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Cat knocking at the door. Cat said, I'm helping 2 adult children, enjoying time with them because I moved to the other side of the country. Oh, thank you, Kitty, for becoming a member. And thank you, Michelle App, for the super sticker. God love you guys. Susie said, Alex, murder in America seems to be pronounced Elig Murdoch. Alex said, wow, Darren, is it another one of those, like, another one of those weird murder type situations? Or Kitty said, Darren, way back, $2.50 a carton. Oh, my goodness. Darren said, that was back in the 80s, Alex. Shannon said, only 3 donations, all by, no, Michelle Epps did. All by me, lift your game, people, chicken cages aren't free. Yeah, I've got the bigger chicken cages on the way. So it's a 3 metre by 4 metre, and the one I've got out there is 3 metres by 2 metres. So it's going to be twice as big. And I've got to find a wardrobe or cupboard or something so that I can put the bar in there so they can just sit up there and roost. Alex said, that's wonderful. You're getting to spend time with them, Kat. Definitely. Missy T said, it suits you short, Hev. Oh, you should have seen me as a teenager. I had very short hair. Cynthia said, love your hair, Hev. I like it long better. I really do, I have to say. It's not bad at the moment, but I do like it long better. I miss my hair. Can I sticky tape it or glue it back on? George said, I've watched some of Alex's murder case on YouTube. Selena said, Alex, I cut way back on my cigs. Used to do 2 packs a day, then 1.5 packs, then 1 pack, then half a pack, now down to 6 to 8 daily. Well done, Selena. Cynthia said he was found guilty. Kat said, $11 pack of America Spirit in Florida. When I started smoking, it was 55 cents a pack. Wow. Cynthia said, great judge in that case. Alex said, I've never been a massive smoker and really use Backy for special cigarettes. That's probably the best way to go. Or give up. I'm trying to give up. I will try and give up, actually, very soon. Kat said, lol. I'd be lolling at me too, laughing out loud at me, saying I'm giving up. George said, okay, Cynthia, he looked guilty anyway. Selena said, heaven send, if EPA doesn't get off its bum, it's going to hit the entire Rust Belt. Oh, really? Not good. Shannon said, iPot is back on Rumble. I haven't seen him for ages. Cynthia's smiling. Kat said, life is good. I'm happy as can be. Yeah, I am, other than smoking. Yeah, I'm happy with everything else but smoking. Only because I know how it made me feel after I didn't smoke for, what was it, about 18 or 20 hours. And then I had one and I felt, oh my God, is this really what they do to you? That should be enough for me to give up. God's Marine said, Woody Harrelson's monologue on Saturday Night Live let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, I heard something about Woody. And they're all angry at him, are they? Hollywood, the rest of them. Darren said the prosecution was so poor, if he hadn't have been caught in a lie, he may have got away with it. Alex said, mad story, eh, George? I watched the live sentencing the other day. Kat said, we're blessed to be alive, in my opinion. I think so, for this time that we're seeing right now. Alex said, I hope everyone was okay. Ari, pardon me, the train. Dana said, also train accident in Greece. 2 trains collided and about 50 dead. Also train derailment in Adelaide, but not much damage. Practicing for a much bigger one. I think we're all under attack here. Sounds like a war. So if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, is it a duck? Kitty said, been using Secret Nature Micro THC chewable tabs. Works for me, gets through the physical grief at times. Yeah, well, that's another thing. That stuff is good for medicinal purposes. All right, I've been self-medicating for years. But then I think there's a time and a place, and I don't know. All day, every day is not good. I'll tell you that much. Because I used to just wipe myself out because I was in so much pain. It's a bad thing. If you do it that way, that's bad. I said the deep state cabal and the Illuminati will cease to exist. There's punishment. Their punishment is death in hell, judgment in the lake. Captain Whippersnapper said, I believe this is Agenda 2030 in action to reduce mobility. They'll close everything off after this. Interesting take, Captain Whippersnapper. Interesting. Susie said, our organic cigarettes are nearly $20 a pack. Yeah, if you want organic cigarettes here, you're paying, I don't know, $70 or $80 for a packet of 25 or 30. Shannon said, guess they're going to have to go around. Cynthia said, we have so many trains going through this town. I almost don't like the horn anymore. Crazy. I try my hardest to stay away from railways. When I'm choosing a house to rent, I just hope to God it's not near a railway line, or I won't apply for the house. So, but yeah, if you've bought your house, or you have to live where you have to live, you know. But I understand. I wouldn't like being anywhere near a railway line. Alex said, when did that happen? Today? D. said, it seems like Ohio residents are being picked on. It does. MJ said, God's Marine Woody. That dude, I think maybe he's a goodie. He might be. A lot of them will show themselves at the end. Out to lunch said, that's why you don't wait right at the tracks. Yeah. Yeah, you're back from the back away from the railway. Because we've got one up here, and there's a crossing that you go over. But I don't have to go over it most of the time anyway. But even if it did, the train and the highway, the rail runs along the highway. So if a train does derail there, that highway is going to be blocked off. And it crisscrosses the highway the whole way down the mountain. So, yeah, God help them. I have not been on a train going up or down the mountain because I'm scared of heights, all right? And at some spots on the mountain, it is like just drop, and there's no. Kitty said, oh my goodness, these derailments are targeted. Alex said, why Ohio though? Has something else happened there for it to be a target? Isn't that where they grow the most food? Is that right in America? Is Ohio the state that grows the most food? I don't know, I'm asking. Susie said that drone noise is fit for a horror movie. Yeah, it sounded like Lord of the Flies or something. I said, whoops, sorry, the lake of fire. Alex said, I don't know much about it. I know the water got poisoned. Alex said, that's what I keep saying. Why Ohio? Darren said, how does a train derailment cause a power cut? I don't know unless there's a power substation near it and it hits that. I don't know. Because we got one of them beside the highway, which is beside the train line up further. So, I don't know. Cynthia said already set up a 15-minute city somewhere in Ohio. Yes. George said, Alex Murdo, another elite who tried to get away. Oh, was it really? I'll have to look into it. Alex said, yeah, that was quite a creepy noise, Susie. MJ said, Cleveland, 15-minute shitty. Alex said, with possible links to other deaths too, George. Heartland lady, how you going? Good evening all. I watched CPAC and they said they were going to Ohio for a town meeting to talk to the residents. Good. Excellent. Sherry said they are building one of those 15-minute cities in Ohio. Alex, my guess is a land grab. Could be. Brad said Dr. Johnny Fever. Kat said, yes, it's WKRP in Cincinnati. There you go. I watched that when I was a kid. I didn't understand it fully. It's probably adult themed. But I remember being really, really young and watching that show. I even remember the intro. Or part of it anyway. The bit that goes, WKRP in Cincinnati, or something like that. I got drawn out, you know. God's Marine said America is being attacked from within. Hey, Deb, how you going? Alex said, hey, Heartland lady. And George said, yeah, Alex. Kitty said, with what we have been pouring over our borders, we don't know what will happen. Treasonous ones in DC, politicos, all the same. Dollars. Alex said, hey, Deb. Cynthia said, yep, WKRP probably watched all episodes. Wow. I would love to watch that again as an adult. Because I used to watch it as a kid and I swear I didn't understand half of it, but thought it was funny anyway. I don't know. Dee Lee said, hello, Deb. Shannon said, WKRP in Cincinnati was about a radio station, yeah. George said, hi, Deb. I said, we're in the book of Revelations, chapter 18 right now. Jesus Christ has spoken in chapter 18. The rapture of the saints, nuclear war, and the wrath of God, the great tribulation. Judgment starts, TikTok. And Faye said, yes, WKRP in Cincinnati have. Susie said, those train derailments are last-ditch desperation moves. They want people afraid and destabilised. I think that too. Could it be possible, okay, whether it is a land grab or they just want to make people afraid, is it possible that the chemicals aren't what they are saying or aren't as bad as what they're saying? Are they trying to scare people off the land, or are they want people afraid and destabilised? Like, I don't know. It has me questioning everything. Heartland lady said, Alex, good evening. Shannon said, sort of like Murphy Brown. Yeah, I used to watch that too, a little bit, on and off. I used to like Seinfeld and Frasier and sort of Friends. Well, I wasn't a Friends watcher when it first came out, but later I kind of watched the whole lot of it. Alex said, surprise, surprise, Sherry, forcing the people into it. And George said, hey, eyes to see. MJ said, now WKRP song is in my head, sing it, Hev. WKRP in Cincinnati. Something like that. I'm sure it goes something like that. And even like cartoons, I remember we used to get Fat Albert. Hey, it's Fat Albert. I'm going to sing a song for you. Cynthia said, I hear a crying chicken. I can't hear it. There's a lot of birds around this area, so some of them do sound, well, I don't know. The chickens are out the back, though, and I'm inside, so I don't know. I'd hear it if it went right off. They're birds. You could have heard it, and I just didn't hear it. Deb said, hey, Alex, D. Lee, George. Sherry said, I live in Indiana. They bought some of that poison chemicals here. People are not happy. Alex said, I love Calamity Jane. I just blew in from the Windy City. The Windy City is mighty pretty, but they ain't got what we got. Oh, my goodness. I grew up with American shows. I did. The Brady Bunch and most of them. Oh, wow. I said, Hev, you need to put your StreamYard's link out for anyone to call in. Hang on. Copy that. Paste that. And post it. And I'd have to put this back on. God's Marine said WKRP in Cincinnati was hilarious. Alex said that's definitely a go-to feel-good film. Oh, Calamity Jane, definitely. Missy T said the Windy City is mighty pretty, but they ain't got what we got. I'm telling you, boys. Susie said, Hev, remember Les Nessman as Dr. Johnny Fever and Herb Tarlick and his plaid sports jacket. Loved WKRP. I can't remember the people. I remember their faces a bit, but I can't remember. I'd love to watch that again. I'm going to have to go on. That's it, Linda Blair. Linda Blair from The Exorcist. Yeah, my head doesn't turn around like that. But I would love to watch that WKRP in Cincinnati again. I'm going to have to search for it and see if I can find it anywhere. Alex said, whip crack away. Oh, yeah, whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away. Heartland Lady said, wow, $80 for 10 packs here. Really? Do you know how much it is for 8 packets of cigarettes in a carton here in Australia? Nearly $300. Nearly $300. Some of them are over $300. Most of them are over $300. And most of that is tax. How do they get away with it? Deb said, we have shops selling lots of tobacco bulk cheap. Yeah, I did get one from a, tobacconist, right? The under the counter one. And it went moldy. I don't know. Shannon said, I hope you all checked out Hev's Sins channel. He had a lovely speaking voice, needs some sun. He's as white can be. Oh, Sun's channel. Yep. So what do you think of my son, Shannon? No, he's a good boy. Missy T's laughing. George said, anytime I need a laugh, I watch Only Fools and Horses. My mum and dad used to love that show. What was the other one? Oh, what was the one with the couple? And they had chickens. And I think the opening theme was the sun rising or something. English show. Oh, my goodness. And George and Mildred and all them, I used to love those. Kat said, I'm missing the heat. We're getting some heat today and tomorrow, so I'm going to get a good dose of heat. Your heat's coming back, though, isn't it, Kat? You're coming into spring soon, is that right? Kitty said, does anyone remember when Obama was still in and they talked about setting up greengrocers? We have a Dollar General stores popping up everywhere, even in nowhere places. Really? Missy T said, Rodney, you plonker. Kitty said, setting up to keep people contained. Cynthia said, my go-to these days for a great laugh is Green Acres. Green Acres is the place to be. MJ said, Susie, yes, I was little, but the dude, glasses and blonde hair and open shirt, gold necklace. I'm going to have to watch it again. Yep, I put it in, eyes. Brad said, we have contraband cigs from the natives, lol, $5 for a 20-pack. They're illegal, but you can buy weed. It's legal in Canada. Wow. Dealey said, what's the link to have? Okay. I'll get you my son's channel. It's just racing cars. Like he does Gran Turismo GT7, is it? Something like that. But he's a nice bloke. You'll see how I raise my son if you go and watch him. Where is he? He's going live this afternoon, actually. Okay. I have to grab that, copy that, and paste that. You just can't swear. You can't talk about political stuff over there. No swearing. What else? Be nice to everyone, that kind of thing. But, you'll see how I brought my son up. Hang on a sec, guys. You just can't swear. You can't talk about political stuff over there. Eyes, can you turn your YouTube off? How you going? Can you turn your YouTube down? Hello. Can you turn YouTube down?
I've turned it off.
Oh, good on you. Good on you.
Well, I haven't. I've turned it down. Hello, Heather.
Thank
it's
you.
Odysee from England.
How
I know I
you
said I
doing?
wasn't ringing in, but no one's ringing in, and I felt like a party pooper, so I thought I'm going to have to say hello.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, how you doing, honey? How you doing, honey bunny? Are you all right?
I'm good.
Oh, great.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Lovely. Keep
You know
a
what
smile on your
You know what it
face.
is? I think you forgot, I think you forgot about putting the StreamYard thing out, right? I'm saying, bloody hell, man. When I posted it, I'm saying, God, I can't wait for Heather to see what I've just posted, because she's probably forgot about the StreamYard link. No wonder when anyone was phoning in.
Yeah, no, I did earlier. I put it up nearly at the beginning. After I read the news, I put
you know
it
what
up.
it is? Well, it wasn't there. You know how you can actually pin it to your channel, Hev. I don't know how you did, but I know you can pin it to your channel.
Oh, yeah, I've got to go onto YouTube to do that. I can't do it from here.
Alex, get your arse up here, get your backside up here and speak to Hev.
I think
That's an order, Alex.
Alex,
you're up here because I seen you the last time, and you're a beautiful woman, just like Heather.
She is. She's a beautiful girl.
She is. You're both beautiful. I'm not just saying it, but you are. You know what it is, Heather. You're a very beautiful woman, and so is Alex.
Thank you.
Well, you are. You should know me by now, Heather. I never mince me words and I don't lie. You should know me by now.
Know that.
I don't mince me words, Heather, and I don't lie. You're a beautiful woman, and so is Alex. And you know what it is? Your chucks, your chickens. Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. And when they were jumping on and off your knee, man, it was amazing.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
They're very healthy.
When they were jumping on and off your they were jumping on your knee and you were stroking them and they were jumping off. And I went, I've never seen that before ever in my life.
Yep. This morning one jumped on my back, so I was going for a ride.
I'll tell you
I wanted
what,
to go
it's
for a
lovely to
ride.
speak. It's lovely to speak to you live in Australia.
Yeah, it's good to speak to you too, all the way over there in England.
Yeah.
So what's it
Honestly.
like over there?
Oh, it's just boring and depressing like everywhere else on the planet, Heather.
Yep, same
There's been
things
loads
going
of,
on.
There's been loads of protests going on, but you know what it is? The protests aren't working because, right? You know what it is? I don't want nuclear war, nor do you, right? We don't want any of the shite going on, but it is happening, and it's written. It's going to come to pass. It's all written, and I mean everything. Like I keep saying, everything is jumping off the pages at warp speed, right? But people aren't listening. I mean, you've got this good guy called Funky Prepper, right? And he is good. Look at him, search him up, Heather, on YouTube. All he's called is Funky Prepper. He's in England, right? He is good, and he just speaks a lot of sense. But he's another one who thinks it's going to get back to normal eventually, but it's not. I've told him what's going on, and he's not listening. He falls on deaf ears, and that's what gets me righteously angry. And I don't mean to get angry, but he's another one who falls on deaf ears because he believes in the Lord, right? But he thinks everything's going to go back to normal. It's not, Heather. I wish it was.
Yeah, I know nothing's going to go back to it. No.
I really do wish it was, Heather. I really
it's not going to go back to the way it was.
No, nah. Everything, everything I've spoken to you, everything I've emailed you about is going to come to pass. Everything I've said. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. And anyway, how's it like in Australia? And anyway, what's life like in Australia?
Well, it's not too
I've always
bad.
wanted
Like
to come
on
to
the
Australia.
ground.
I mean, I've never really been abroad apart from Amsterdam, and that was like 2009, and that was only for like a couple of days. So God knows what Australia's like. So what's it really like in Australia?
Yep. Can I just interrupt you for a minute? You're cutting out a lot, and I don't know if it's me. It might be me because I even cut out a little bit. And Carl was trying to join if Carl wants to try again, but I couldn't even see anything. Like it was just blank.
Oh, shit.
Are you all right? Eyes?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I forgot I was still on camera.
No, it was good to see you.
Oh, you know what it is? The NSA. You know what it is? Five Eyes in Australia. I'll have me photo now.
Yep.
I didn't care.
Hello, Carl. How you doing?
Shit.
Hey, Hev, how you going?
Carl. Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm about to go to lunch, but I just wanted to show you. I'm up at Coldstream, which is in the middle of the Yarra Valley, and this is my view.
Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Oh.
So we've got 5 acres of grapes, and they're being picked today.
Oh, really?
Do you drink Pinot, Hev?
I don't drink alcohol. I think I have a problem with like allergic to it or something. I love grapes.
Oh, well, I'll drink a bottle for you then.
Yep, drink one for me.
It's so windy. I don't know if it's coming through, but I'm going to hang up. But I just thought I'd say hi.
Oh, no worries, Carl. Good to have you on.
It's very delayed.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay, see ya.
Have a good day. Bye. You still there, Eyes?
I'm here. I'm just typing to Alex because she just said I look lovely.
Yeah, you do. You shouldn't hide your face. No, definitely not. I reckon.
I've got to, man. You know why? Because of like Five Eyes and all that in the deep state.
They already know who we are. They know who we are. They watch you through your
Get
cameras
your
and your
backside
phones.
on here.
What was that?
No, I'll tell you what I've said in a minute. Honey, bunny. Wait a minute. With a pearl love heart. This is what I've just said. Alex said you look good at eyes. And I've just said, Alex, I haven't had a shave. I look vile. Get your backside on here now, honey bunny, with a love heart.
No, you look fine. Look, guys look fine whether they've shaved or not, I think.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I must admit, Heather, you've got some beautiful cats. You know, it is. It broke me heart. I've lost two of my cats, but you've got two beautiful cats. And I know one's called Mr. Smiggles, and what's the other one called?
Bella.
Is Bella the female?
Yes.
And Smiggles is the male?
Male, yeah.
Ah, right. Are they not? Are they actually brother and sister or not?
Yes, they are. Yep, both desexed,
right.
and their brother and sister. Yep.
I thought.
Yeah, but they both been
right.
desexed.
I was going to say, I thought why they haven't mated and why they haven't had kitties, but there again, that would be incest. But there again, with dogs and cats, it would be different, wouldn't it?
Yep. That's why I got them splayed in the first place, or spayed or whatever they call it. Yeah, I got them desexed because I didn't want them breeding because they are brother and sister, and that would just be weird.
Come on, Alex. Never mind laughing. Get your bum up here. She's laughing at us in the chat. Get your bum up here now. You come up the last time. Come on.
Oh, if she's too shy, it's okay.
Is Menacing Muskrat on?
I haven't seen her today.
Did she come up the last time, Menacing Muskrat?
Yes, and Randy's been on as well.
Yes, she did, didn't she? She did on the live, yes.
Come on, Randy was.
No,
and Randy was another one.
It's a woman, isn't it, Menacing Muskrat?
Yes, and Randy was another one who came on. He has a nice big beard. Do you remember that?
I don't, but I do remember Menacing Muskrat. Come on, Menacing Muskrat, if you're there in the US, because I know you're in the United States. Get your bum on.
I've gone live at a different time as well, so that could put people off.
Oh, Hev, I don't want to scare you away in the live, but when are you going to make some like cheese and onion pie?
Cheese and onion pie.
Oh yes, proper cheese and onion pie, like with proper cheddar cheese.
Okay, how about the next one I do is a shepherd's pie?
Oh yes.
With mashed potato and then cheese on top.
Oh yes.
Sound good?
You know it is. I've missed your how do I put it? Your food videos. I've missed your food videos.
Yep.
I've really missed them. I know you've been busy, and I know you've been down like your daughters and watching the children and like with the chucks and all that, and you've had other things to do, which I understand.
Yep. But I should start getting back into it again with cooking because I cook anyway every night. So I should just turn the camera on and.
Why do you not just be a chef?
I like cooking for my family.
Do you not fancy coming over to England on a holiday? All expenses paid.
I'd love to. I would. I'd go to England and Ireland.
Have you ever been to England before?
Yeah, when I came out to Australia, we stopped in England.
Did you?
Yep. We came by ferry from Ireland to England, and then got on a ship, a Russian ship, a big Russian ship.
I'm just getting a message from Alex. You've just blew my ears off.
Oh, really?
I don't know how I blew her ears. I didn't know how I blew her ears off, like, but never mind.
Oh, you might have got real close to the phone for a minute there. You know?
All right.
Yeah, and it came through really loud, so...
I know I said I wasn't coming on, but I felt so sorry for you. I thought, no one's ringing in. I've got to come in and ring.
That's okay. That's okay. That's good on you. I thank you for that.
Come on, Alex, man. Come on and speak. I'll leave, I'll leave. When you come on, I'll leave. So you can have a special moment with Heather.
I can always read the comments too.
I potentially wasn't ringing in. I was hoping Alex would have rung in, and I was just going to listen to you and Alex chatting on the, like, when she come on the last time and she showed herself, and I seen
No pressure, Alex. No pressure.
I seen Alex's kitties running about, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, so it was so funny. I loved that moment. But with no one ringing in, I thought, oh well. Obviously, with the StreamYard's link, because I didn't realise I had put it at the start, but I didn't say it, and that's why I had mentioned it, and obviously you finally got around to it, and that's why I got the opportunity to jump on.
I think after the
But
first
anyway,
time
can I ask you something, Hev? You know these
Yes.
15-minute city carry-ons, which is, it's all bollocks. What's
Yep.
going on in Australia with it? Because I know Australia was the test city for the New World Order carry-on.
Yep, I think Melbourne's trying it, and I think maybe parts of Sydney will end up trying it too.
Oh, well, you know, there's been loads of protests. I think yesterday and the other day, there's loads of protests going on. But you know what it is? The protests, it doesn't matter how much you protest, right, Hev? I know it's a good thing to do that, right? I'm only speaking from the heart, but it's a good thing to do that. I can't because I'm in bad health. But it's all written, what's happening. It's all written, and it's all going to come to pass. So it doesn't matter how much you protest on this planet, it's all going to come to pass in any way.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you've got
understand
like
what you're saying.
you've got like different scriptures and different stages of different scriptures of different stages of the Bible, like whatever bits of the Bible are called, jumping off the pages. In the jumping off the pages, it in the book of Revelations, it warps speed. So it doesn't matter how much people protest, it's still going to come to pass.
Yeah.
You've got like Funky Prepper. He thinks it's going to go on for years, right? And I mean, I got a vile comment off this woman earlier on. I've got a vile, horrible comment off this woman, right? But anyway, I sent a message to Funky Prepper, right? He's a lovely guy, right? Even though he's wide awake, Heather, right? But he's still asleep in certain areas. He's still asleep. And I said, you need to turn to Jesus. Accept him in your heart, right? Because I went, if you turn against Christ, I went, basically, you'll burn in the lake of fire. I went, that'll be a final judgment. You'll burn in the lake. Do not turn against the Son of God, the Son of the living God. Because I went, your punishment will be greater. But anyway, I've said many things to him, right? He is good. And I got this vile comment of this horrible woman, right? And I basically said to her, I can't remember my first comment, but I went, my second comment I said to her is, turn to Jesus, accept him in your heart, blah, 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 blah. All right? I went, if you deny Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God, I went, you will be assassinated. And I thought to myself, tonight, this was earlier on, right? I thought, she's going to screenshot it. She's going to get the police involved. And I went, bring it on.
Yep.
I went, bring it on. Because once the
you just got to
police
be careful
get
how you word
No,
stuff.
I never mince my words. I went,
Yep,
you know
I
what it is?
suppose,
Once the police get wind of my address, they'll be fucking terrible. Oh, sorry for swearing. Sorry. I
That's all right.
Once the police get wind of my address, they'll back off. It doesn't matter if it's the police from down south. They'll go on the computer. Once they get wind of my address, they'll back off.
Yep.
They wouldn't dare cross my path. Wouldn't dare, Heather. You know why?
Yep.
I'm heavily protected by Jesus Christ. I'm heavily protected by Yahweh, and I'm heavily protected by angels. And this is true. I'm not lying.
Yep.
No, I'm not lying. So, and anyway, when are you getting your new cages delivered? You know, your big cages for your chooks.
Sometime this week, the cage is coming, and then I have
So
to
how
buy...
big are they going to be? Are they going to be massive?
Yeah, the next one's going to be twice as big as the other one that I've got sitting there.
You have to build them up yourself?
Yep.
Yeah,
I have to put them
pity they weren't
together. Yep.
already made. It's a pity they weren't already made for you, though.
Yeah, the problem would be delivering it. They'd need a pretty big truck to fit that thing into.
Would it?
It comes in a
I'll
pretty
tell you
small,
what,
compact
at least-
package.
At
So
least you're getting free-range eggs every day, though.
exactly, and I'm
Can I
also
ask you
taking.
something? I know
Yep.
you like eggs. Do the eggs? Have you had any free-range eggs from the Chucks?
Yep, they taste better.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Apparently, they're supposed to taste better than what you get from the supermarket.
Yep, they do.
Do they?
They are beautiful.
Now, what tastes better? Is it the yolk? What tastes better?
The whole thing tastes better. Yeah, the yolk is a pale yellow instead of the bright orange.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So I'm getting 2 or 3 a day now. So they've started laying again. I'm getting 2 or 3 a day.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for the 4th one to start laying.
Ah,
And
very good.
Yep. But because we're going into autumn now, I'm not sure if they're going to be laying as much during winter. I don't think they lay as much.
You know what it is? It's so weird. I was thinking about it earlier on, Heather, right? People think we live on a spinning ball. We don't. We live on a flat. We live on almost a flat plane. I think we live on an extended plane, right? And you've got the deep state going back hundreds and hundreds of years, because in heaven heaven's real, but there's no time in heaven, right? And time on earth is all man-made. And like when they're moving the times about back an hour, forward an hour, it's all man-made, right?
Yep.
And I was thinking to myself, what's going on? What is going on? Why is the different times on time zones when we live on almost a level playing field and probably an extended playing field? Really, it's supposed to be on this plane we're living on. It's supposed to be all the same time. That's what it should be. But this is all being done by the deep state, like the Illuminati and the Cabal.
Yep.
And this all goes back. You do know about the pyramid, don't you?
What about them?
The pyramid with the all-seeing eye?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, who's at the top of the pyramid with the all-seeing eye? Come on, you tell me. Howie, who's at the very top? Come on.
I don't know. I'd say Satan.
That's right. Satan, the devil, Lucifer.
With the all-seeing eye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right at the very top of the pyramid. It all goes back to the top because you've got all these people in government, right, Heather, who are just puppets. They've always been puppets. They've always been put into positions of power. When people vote, it's just an illusion. It's an illusion, Heather.
Yep.
It's not real. It's not real. They've already been pre-selected. And it all goes back to dark forces, right?
Yeah.
And it goes back and back and back and back, right? Obviously, the puppets in government don't know. They only know so much when it goes far back, but the ones far back only know so much what goes far back, and the ones far back go. And anyway, them know it all goes back to Satan, which is at the top of the pyramid. That's where it all comes from. All this comes from Satan, the devil.
Yep.
And you know who's to blame for this, believe it or not? Adam
Who?
and Eve, especially Eve.
Yep.
I'll tell you why. Because God warned her that she was not allowed to eat from the tree of good and evil. She was warned not to, and the punishment was death. God warned her. And this was before Jesus Christ was born. This was Yahweh.
Yeah.
This was Yahweh, right? And what did she do? She disobeyed God. And she was sent out to the kingdom. This was on planet Earth, not in heaven. This was on planet Earth. Yeah.
You're cutting out a little bit there.
I'm here. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Hello?
you're cutting in and out a little bit. Yep.
I should be here now. I should be here.
Yep, you're here.
Yeah, this is going back But you know what makes me laugh, Heather? People think, right, we've been here billions and zillions of years. We haven't. We haven't.
We've
That's
got
all
someone else
lies.
to add to the stream, Eyes. We've got Vanessa coming on.
Yeah.
Hi, Vanessa. How you going?
Yeah, how are you doing? Nice to speak
Good.
to you.
How are you? Lovely to speak to you too.
Yeah.
Hello, Heather. Good evening.
Hello.
It's Vanessa.
Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon, Vanessa. Sorry.
No, you're absolutely fine. I was listening to your conversation. I was enjoying it.
Right. Well, I'll let you speak to Heather because I'm going to go to the little boy's room.
All right. Okay.
Okay, Eyes. Have a good one. How you going, Vanessa?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How's life over there in Australia?
Interesting. it's pretty normal on the street, kind of. But I live kind of out of Sydney, so where I am, it seems a bit normal, except they're not fixing the roads.
Oh God. Yeah.
But Sydney's
getting
just
really bad here.
mayhem.
Yeah. It's like I'm in the UK and it's getting really bad. And like where I live, it's just a complete asshole. Yeah.
Really?
Oh God.
Whereabouts? Can you say where you are, or you don't have to?
Yeah, it's fine. I live. It used to be a really thriving fishing port years ago, but when the fishing industry declined, so did everything else, and they've never, for years, encouraged any further investment.
I don't know if we're having a. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I could just hear myself repeating myself
okay.
back. Is that normal?
Have you got YouTube turned down?
Oh, hang on a second. Do I do that? I've never been on this
Yeah,
before.
or pause YouTube for a minute.
All right. Yeah, that's better.
Is that better? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought, what's going on here? Yeah, I have to excuse me because it's like it's getting late in the morning. It's like my ear stuck to my head, but I don't care.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it's like it used to be a really thriving town. It was renowned worldwide, internationally recognised for its fishing industry. But then in the early 70s, it declined, and so did everything else. And they've never encouraged any further investment this way. It's been like that. I left school in 1987, and nothing's ever changed. And it's just got worse and worse and worse. And you look around the town with their so-called regeneration. Oh, God. It looks a complete dump, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's just, and it's like all boarded up shops and everything everywhere. It's like the shopping mall. They're just basically empty units and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's depressing. It really is.
We do have a few empty shops, even in my little suburb, and I'm in a quiet suburb, and we even have a few empty shops here. So they are like, people are going broke, trying to do their small businesses, you know?
Yeah. Nobody stands a chance. It's all part of the plan.
Yep. They only want the big corporations.
Yeah. You know, it's shocking. It breaks my heart to see what's unfolding worldwide, you know.
Yeah.
I try not to, because it's like I'm a believer. And I want to share with you. I want to share something with you if that's okay.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. In summer 2020, I had a dream, and at the time, I was feeling so stressed out because I knew what was coming, and I knew what was going to unfold worldwide, and I kept trying to tell people, and obviously, as you know yourself, probably, a lot of what I said just fell on deaf ears and people was laughing. And I said, you won't be laughing when this really takes tenfold, you know? And I was warning them about, you know, like even my elderly parents, they thought I was losing the plot. It's like one day I sat down and I said, right, do not have, I said, when it's important that you listen to me. I said, because, you know, and then I started saying about incoming global famine and stuff like that. I said, it's all planned. Well, wide.
Yep.
I said, it's going to come in phases, and they went, oh God, not this again. You're OTT. Yeah. I mean, and I went, no, I said, I'm telling you the truth. I said, I just sounded like, that movie, that scene where he goes, yeah, there's a huge storm coming and nobody's prepared.
Yep.
Yeah. I was just
exactly.
like,
no one's prepared.
Well, and like we laugh about it now, and they don't think I'm so crazy now,
Yeah.
Just go.
I know how you feel though. I've been trying to tell people for years.
I know, and it's like they'll only believe what they want to believe,
Yeah.
I mean, more and more people where I am, they have started to wake up, but 3 years too late. But better late than never, so they say.
Yes. Well, I think that's what they're waiting upon, the mass of people to wake up, because then they can go a step further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the bad guys, the good guys, I think. They're waiting for people to wake up so they can take that next step where things will start turning around. But they need a lot of people awake to be able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I think.
God, and it's like I look around and I just look at people and you just automatically know that they've had,
Yep.
Yep. And like ambulances, left, right, and centre.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like my neighbourhood, they're dropping like flies.
Oh no.
Yeah. I can't say too much on here because of the censorship. You know what it's like.
Yep.
But
well, see, I'm lucky. I don't hear the ambulances, but I'm at the end of the suburb. See, so I don't hear them, but it could be happening in my suburb too, up further. I have heard more ambulances, like 1 or 2, which is more than I've heard in years here. But yeah, I think if I lived closer to town, it would be more intense and I'd probably hear a lot more as well.
Yeah, it's like when I was out and about driving, it was summer 2021, the amount of ambulances with blue lights. And it used to go through my mind thinking, I wonder whether that's an AR from the...
Yep.
Automatically, that was my first thought.
Yeah.
But just going back to 2020, I was feeling really stressed out and anxious, about everything that was about to unfold and what's planned and stuff. And I woke from the most wonderful dream. I was sat on this handmade little wooden footstool. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sky was bright blue. The birds were singing. There was these lovely white, vibrant flowers. The grass was so vibrant in colour. I was stroking a dog, and I absolutely love dogs. Everything was so calm and peaceful, and I looked so happy and content. Yeah, I was literally.
That's lovely.
Yeah, I was literally in heaven.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it heaven on earth or heaven? Paradise. Oh.
It was that good. I didn't want to wake up from the dream, and it's how everything should have been for us,
from the beginning. Yeah.
And then I had another vision. It was towards the end of last year, and it felt like somebody, the best way to describe it, it felt like somebody was guiding me with their hand or something. Yeah. My feet weren't on the floor. And to the right-hand side of me, there was this banquet table. There was plates, and then there was a bowl, like a soup bowl, on top of each plate, silver cutlery, kind of like crystal glasses to drink out of, and these red napkins, which was bright, vibrant red. Yeah, honestly, the table set.
Ah, there you go. Yep, table's already set.
I mean, people have got their own beliefs and stuff, And then shortly after that, a few days later, I had a vision of what's to come.
Yep.
It was pitch dark outside. People was going absolutely frantic, screaming. There was vehicles on fire, buildings on fire. Somebody got shot, but I don't know whether that was me or not. I can still see it now in my, like it's as clear as yesterday. I can see, like somebody's getting shot and they're going over and the legs go up like that, and they fall to the ground.
Yep.
That's exactly how it happened. Then I woke up. And then the early hours, this week, I had another vision. I couldn't see anybody, and it was like a TV screen, and the words cancelled, in bright red letters was on this screen. And I could hear people saying, "Oh God, not this again. It's always been cancelled." Yeah. Now I got the impression that I was either at a bus terminal or a train terminal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the word cancelled in red letters started flashing really fast. Yeah. Now, I woke up and I thought, what the heck was all that about?
Yeah.
All day I was racking my brains. Yeah. And I thought it has
cancelled TV, cancelled.
Yeah. Everything's
TV
right now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
My
God.
And then I was talking to my mother about it, and I said, I had this really strange dream, I said, and I can't make head and tail of it,
Yeah.
And she said to me, and I was telling her, I said, I don't know whether I was in a bus terminal or a train station, and she went, and I was telling her about what I've just told you. And she said, well, you do know there was a train derailment in Greece. That
there you
morning,
go.
I'd had the vision early hours of the morning. Yeah. And I said to her, I went, oh, bloody hell, yeah. I said, it makes sense. I said, I must have been on a train or a train terminal. Yeah. I said, because when you're going past a sign, it goes quick, doesn't it? It flashes past dead quick. That was exactly how it felt. Yeah. I went, bloody hell. Yeah. I never used to remember my dreams. I know, but since 2020.
Oh, yeah, you've had more vivid dreams.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I actually remember some of them,
Yeah.
But I am a believer. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
And like a lot of people are really funny about talking about things like this, but I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand it either, but yeah, some people get really funny about things,
I know. But I just wanted to share that with everybody, for any other believers that are on your channel and stuff like that.
That's lovely.
But I look at the sky every day and it looks horrendous.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like where you are. Oh, and the chemtrails.
Yeah, we get a few of them.
Awful.
Yep, and they make the sky all hazy. It doesn't look clear. It's not bright blue anymore. It's like a hazy grey or even a dull light blue with the haze in front of it,
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and we've had axes across the sky and all sorts of things.
Crosses and stuff. But I don't know whether it's the same in Australia, but when we was in lockdown in 2020, didn't you notice how bright blue the skies were then?
I did. Yep, because they weren't spraying it. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a deep, like bright blue. Yeah, you could see like it was just such bright blue.
Yeah.
And you could tell that nothing was being done at the time, And then they started up again after that. So
God. Shocking.
Yeah, they've still been doing it lately.
Yeah, virtually every day where I am. Oh, it's awful. It's like, not yesterday, but the day before, I looked out the window and there was a bit of sun, but it looks fake anyway. Yeah, we know it's not real. It's not the real sun. And then I saw a plane go past, spraying everywhere again. And I thought, oh God.
It's horrible when you see them doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to stop it. They just continue.
Yeah. They just
I just
absolutely
try and get,
us, don't they?
yeah, I just try and get video of it now, and
Yeah.
even try and zoom in on the plane to see what kind of plane it is, because some of them are really high up, and you can't tell what kind of plane it is. Some of them do it really high up, and some of them do it lower. So
yeah, but
I think you're cutting out a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Are you still with me?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I can hear you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you can hear me. Yeah, I'm not bothered with it. I don't care if they censor us anyway. They know exactly who we are. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
They know who I am. I've got my face on here nearly every week.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they've got our IP address and everything. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why the hell
they could find us if they wanted to.
Yeah. Why the hell do we need digital ID? Yeah. They can track us just
Exactly.
like
They've
that.
already exactly.
Yeah.
They've already got us pinned down. They know where we are. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just tighter control, I think. They can then turn everything off on you in one go instead of contacting like the bank or the, this or that,
Yeah.
and all these other
Yeah.
places. They just have one, they can just switch one thing off, and then
Oh yeah,
we
'cause that's what
can't
they'll
buy
do anyway.
anything. Or,
Yeah,
yep,
that's what they'll do anyway.
exactly.
That's what's coming. Well,
Exactly.
I don't care.
Yep.
Do what they want.
Yeah, exactly. I don't either. They can come for me. I don't even care if I get locked up.
No.
They can't do anything to me that
You know, it
that
says
would scare me, I suppose.
it says in that certain book not to be fearful. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't be. I don't know. I think I've got something else driving me too, because I normally would probably be scared, but I'm not. And I'm not. I used to get, like, years ago, I would have been scared of getting arrested for my beliefs, but now I'm not. I don't care.
No, I don't know whether you or anybody
So they can
else.
try and do what they want.
Yeah, I don't know whether you or anybody else on the thread. Do you feel kind of like really calm?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Yep. I shouldn't be, but I am.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's really weird to explain to anybody else.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the belief in God.
Yeah.
That keeps you calm.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how I feel with myself personally. I used to get really high anxiety when I was younger, and I turned away from God when I was about turning, teenage years. I turned away from it, and my life went downhill, and I had anxiety and everything. And when I came back to God, everything just went like the air, everything just calmed straight down. I was like, what on earth have I been doing all these years?
Yeah.
If I wanted to feel calm, all I had to do was read the book.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it instantly calmed me. And after that, I was like, wow, that's a major difference in outlook on life and everything. So
I remember it was 2022. I was going somewhere, parked my car. It was dark, and I was walking through the town centre, and I was just looking up, and I actually said out loud, there's nobody around. I actually said out loud, just look what they're doing to us. Yeah, just look what they've done. Yeah. Please, give me a sign that you can hear me. And when I got back to my car, after I'd been where I needed to be, the church bell started ringing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a big sign.
I sat there in my car, and I sat there listening to it, and it calmed me down.
Yep.
I found it really comforting.
Definitely.
But,
yeah, I find just the belief comforting enough, the belief in God. And if I do start to get anxiety, I just put the Bible back on and immediately, like, the pressure release,
Yeah.
So, but I don't feel like I get anxiety as much as I used to anymore. So.
No, but it's just, I just feel incredibly calm, and considering all that's going on, yeah,
exactly.
you think that we'd have the screaming abtabs, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have been, if it had been years ago, I would have been nuts by now, you know.
Yeah,
just yelling at everyone, and what are you doing?
I know. God, it's just, it is like, who would have thought that we'd have been witnessing this?
Yeah, I always thought, because as I said, I grew up with the Bible, so I always would have loved to have been here for the end times, like it's said in the book of Revelation. And it's funny that when I reread the Bible, I thought, I am living through the book of Revelation. It's happening right now.
Yeah, end days. Definitely.
Definitely. You know, and we have a new chance at a new beginning. That I believe the Bible said it was 1,000 years of peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I've said to people, I've said, if I go somewhere and you never see me again, don't worry. You know where I am.
Yep.
You know, I've wrote letters explaining
to people.
Yeah. Left behind letters and stuff like that.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. And I did them the other day, actually. I had this urge to get it done, so I've done them. Something was telling me to do it. But I can give you some. I can give you some other good channels as well. It's like I had that gentleman who was on before me.
Yes, yeah.
Funky Prepper. I listen to him as well.
Okay, yeah.
And your friend's right, who you were speaking to before.
Yeah.
So it's just unbelievable how people think that we're going back to normal. We're never going back to normal.
No, I'll never go back to the way it was. No. Because things have to change.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know about you, but for years I used to sit here. I used to say, "Oh God, surely things can't carry on like this." This was way before the pandemic, you know.
Yeah.
I used to think, God, come on, something has got to change. But I didn't expect it to be with a, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't expect things like that to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm prepared for the
yep. Yeah, I'm prepared to knock that back too. No, thank you. I'd rather
no.
I'd rather die fighting than live on my knees.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's like we're survivors. We'll survive.
Yep.
You know,
we will.
And like it's only temporary because we're gonna be.
Yep.
So they can do what they want.
This life is only temporary. The whole life is only temporary. So
yeah, we're just passing through. Yeah.
Spiritual beings having a physical experience.
Yeah, but I don't know whether you feel the same or anything, but it's like for years I've sat here and I've said, right from being kind of like really young, what am I actually doing here? I don't belong here.
Yeah, what am I here for? Why am I here? What am I here for? Yep.
Yeah.
And we found out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Because even up until I was 40, I think I was going, what am I here for? Like, I'm useless. What the hell am I on this earth for?
Yeah.
And then I think I found out. Yeah.
You know, it's like you look around and for years, it's like you see everybody trudging along. Nobody looks happy.
Yeah. No.
It's like the system is just, well, it's specifically devised to benefit them. Yeah. Not us. It's
exactly.
Like they've got more and more greedy and corrupt as the years have gone by. Yeah. And even more so. I mean, it's always been there, but the only difference now is that the veil's been well and truly lifted.
Yes, I believe so. And have you noticed maybe when you were younger, like you used to know all your neighbours,
Yeah.
and now no one knows anyone.
No. Nobody speaks,
Like-
do they?
No. I always try to go out of my, like, even if I'm driving and I see people walking on the side of the street, I just give them a wave, you know, from the car, smile and wave. I've tried saying hello to my next door neighbour and he just ignores me. And so do most of the people. Like, even passing people in a car on the same street, I'll just go, you know,
Yeah.
hand off the steering wheel and wave at people, and half of them don't. Some of them do, and some of them smile and wave, and that's lovely, but a lot of people don't.
If
And I
you
think
s-
what
if-
has happened to us?
well,
We've
we've all
been torn
got
apart
disconnected.
so much.
Yeah, we've all got disconnected, haven't we?
Yep.
It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, technology has been great because we can do stuff like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's stuff for research, but that's about it. It's like I was stood in a queue, and it's like I saw groups of people, you know, like teenagers, all stood
Yep.
together, right? No interaction whatsoever. There was all like this on the phones.
Yeah. Everywhere
Oh.
you go, it's like this now.
I know.
And I've gone shopping and people are on their phones, and I'm like, how can you shop and look at things when you've got your head down in your phone?
I know.
They do now.
They don't know how to have a conversation. It's sad.
No, yep.
And like, I said to people when we was in lockdown, I went, "This is what they want." And she went,
Yep.
and people said to me, "What are you talking about?" I said, "They want you sat there behind your door, terrified, living in fear." Yeah.
Mhm.
I went, tuning into that propaganda machine. Yeah. Spewing out bile, lies, deceit, and propaganda. Yeah. I went to drag you into a huge state of hysteria. Yeah. I said, and also they don't want you having
Yep.
any interaction with any human beings. It's part of the metaverse that they want.
Yeah.
I said, why the hell do you
Yep.
think them stupid
They want
glasses?
everyone online communicating instead of...
Yeah. I said, why do you think them stupid glasses things, you know what I mean? Are all sat there.
Yep,
not
virtual
normal.
reality, yeah.
Yeah, it's not normal, is
No.
it?
That's how we would be living. If they had their way, we would all have virtual reality glasses on and we would all be living in some virtual reality on Facebook or somewhere in the meta universe.
Yeah.
And
have you
normal people
seen
don't want that.
No, it's not normal.
No.
God, anybody that thinks it is normal. I mean, and it's like a lot of people that was enjoying it working from home. It's not normal.
No. We're supposed to socialise.
Yeah.
That's the thing, yeah.
You
And they're separating everyone, you know, and you can kind of see then how we got to where we are.
Oh, God,
because they've been doing this for years.
Yeah, gradually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like 9/11.
Yeah.
It started off, with that, and then it was like swiping to go in the building. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, security. That was where they ramped up the security for everything, and the TSA in the US. They're the ones that check you when you're going through the airports and things like that, and they were doing full body searches on people. And that was like more than 10 years ago.
I know.
That was like 20 years ago. And I remember hearing about that and thinking that's just not on, because they were fully, like, even children, feeling them up.
Yeah.
Under the guise of the war on terror.
Paving the way, baby steps
Yep.
by the gradual process.
Exactly.
And it's like people are going on about, they're gonna vote out the Tories and stuff like that over here, Conservatives. It won't make a scrap of difference.
No.
They all work for the same side.
like ours, they're both on the same side anyway.
Democracy is just an illusion.
I think a lot of them, what happened was they infiltrated. So they're left-leaning, like Klaus Schwab-y little people, little social people, infiltrated both sides of politics. So where there were conservatives, they're now that's why they call them rhinos in America, Republican in name only. They are actually Democrats, but they pretend that they are on the other
Yeah.
side.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same here in Australia, and I'm sure it's the same where you are, that there are a
Yeah.
lot of people that pretend they're on the other side, but when you really look into them, they're not.
They're not. The
Yeah.
only way they get into politics is if they're part of the club,
Yeah.
and we're not in it. You know,
Yep,
and it's
exactly.
like, oh, but like we need a people's parliament, yeah. For ordinary people off the street.
Yep, People's Parliament, yep. Sorry, you're
You know.
breaking up a bit there, here and there. I think it might be my stream. My stream health is very low.
I live near some woods, so the signal's not always great. So
Yep, so do I. Live near some woods as
Oh,
well,
right.
just down the street. I'm at the very end of a suburb, so the bush is just there, you know, the woods.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's all just
Whereabouts in Australia are you?
west of Sydney in the Blue Mountains.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's lovely viewing stuff.
Oh, they're beautiful views, and it's the weather up here is better than Sydney.
All right.
It's actually cooler than Sydney. So when Sydney and that have their heat waves, we're not quite as warm.
Yeah.
A little bit cooler, a couple of degrees. So
Oh, that's good then. Yeah.
yeah. So if
Yeah.
you're from England or Ireland and you move to Australia, you probably want to come up to the mountains because it's more your
There we
type
go.
of weather rather than that going straight
Yeah.
into the heat of it all, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
God.
Lovely place to be.
Yeah. I mean, what time is it over where you are now? What time is it where you are?
Nearly 1:30
In the afternoon.
in the afternoon, yes.
Yeah. It's 2:26 over here in the morning.
AM? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Goodness me. Good on you for staying up with me.
Oh, is there anybody else on this thread? No.
Eyes has come back on, I think.
Oh, is he?
Yep, he's back. Are you there? Eyes.
I'm here.
You're here.
Hello.
I'm busy eating a chicken kebab and a kebab, like half and half. I'm busy feasting my face.
Oh dear.
I'll tell
Do
you
you want
what.
me to take you back off until you've eaten?
No. What's your
No? Okay,
name?
cool.
What's your name, honey?
Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa. I'm Raymond.
Hello, Raymond.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. I was just saying to Heather.
So you're a believer in God. You're a believer in Jesus, are you?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? I heard you mention something about heaven. Well, I've actually been to heaven.
So have
Well,
I.
you know what it is? I had my first experience with Jesus Christ back in 2019, right? I mean, the Lord opened my eyes at the end of 2017. But I had my first experience. Now, funny enough, I went to the little boys' room to have a wee, and all of a sudden, I was sitting on a park bench, right? I was trying to have a wee, but I was sitting on I was on a park bench, and there was a man next to us with shoulder-length hair.
Wow.
He was on the right side of us, and it was something about Brexit and anyway, and if I was going to go to hell. I remember I mentioned if I was going to go to hell. And it all transpired from then. And I've had many dreams, many visions. I remember singing a song what the Lord wanted us to sing one night. And I was just saved one night. Honestly, the Holy Spirit dropped into us. I can remember it. It was a Tuesday night. It was a Tuesday evening in England. I don't know, just something happened. I've got the Holy Spirit with us now, believe it or not. I've got the Holy Spirit all over us. But something happened, and honestly, the Lord was all over us. Honestly, it was unbelievable, right? I've had many dreams. I've had many visions. I've been into heaven roughly about 4 or 5 times, right?
Wow.
Live visions, I've been wide awake, just like I am now, and I've been catapulted into heaven in my spirit, because you can't go in your flesh, right? In my spirit, I've been catapulted into heaven in my spirit. My first vision was I was stood before King Jesus. He was smiling, he was happy with us. I'm not going to explain what happened. I don't need to explain that. But my second vision, I was lying next to a stream, like a fountain of water. It was beautiful. Honestly, heaven was beautiful. And King Jesus was walking towards us. And I've got a job when I go into heaven. I mean, Jesus hasn't told us not to tell anybody, right? It's not a secret. So if it was a secret, I wouldn't be allowed to divulge that information, but it's not a secret. I've got a job when I go into heaven. You know, like, I'll give you an example. You know, like a magistrate's court, or if you go to a crown court, you know, when the judges sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's what my job is. When I go to heaven, I'm going to be sitting on a bench, but I'm going to be ahead of the bench. I'm in control of everything.
Guys, can I just interrupt you for 1 sec?
You can, yes.
Wendy's asked, apparently you had a sonic boom in the UK today.
Yeah, I read that earlier on. Yeah.
I honestly don't know, Hev. I don't know nothing about it. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Just wondering if you heard anything, or.
I wish I did, but no, I don't. Sorry.
Leicester, I think it was. I think it was Oxford, and it reached Leicester.
Oh, really?
I remember reading, yeah.
Wow. I wonder if, I know there's the military is starting to move. So I was just wondering if it could be something like a military plane that made the sonic boom, because they can do that. Some of the jets, you know.
Jenna Raymond, I can't wait to see you on the other side.
Me too. Me too.
Did you hear what I said about my dream that I had about being in heaven?
I'm not sure. But
yeah,
there is what I was saying, then you can tell us about yours. Where it is, I don't mean to be rude or interrupt. It's just because I'll only forget. It's just because I'll only forget. Because I do forget a lot. Where it is, I got another vision where I was sitting on a bench, right?
Yeah.
And there was a big, massive table. I don't know if it was an oval table or what. I don't know. Loads of people. And there was some person on the table which was nasty and horrible and evil towards us. And I can remember looking over my right shoulder, and Jesus Christ was next to us. And I went to Jesus. Am I allowed to get rid of him? He went, yes. So ever since, I've shouted up into heaven, I'm getting rid of the lot of yous. I'm getting rid of the lot of yous because I don't trust none of yous. I'm getting rid of the lot of yous. I'll do it all myself. I've got a friend who's my second best friend in heaven. I know he's in heaven. My second best friend, Barry Lewis, right?
Right.
I want him to come on the bench with us, because I can get. Jesus has said, I can get rid. If I can get rid of one person, I can get rid of the lot. And I've told Jesus I'm getting rid of the lot. I've told Jesus many times I'm getting rid of the lot of them. And he's never told us otherwise. I can't. So I'm getting rid of them all, because they're all monsters. They're all monsters, and they're all going to be judged, because I'm going to be judging them. There's something not right about them monsters sitting on the bench in heaven. But never mind. I want my friend Barry Lewis. He's in heaven. And if he doesn't want to do it, I'll do it myself. Yeah. But I do believe we calling for to judge on the bench in heaven is through the great tribulation, the wrath of God, when God's thrown his wrath in all the people who are getting killed throughout the planet. what happens, they've still got to come into heaven, and it's me I've got to judge. That's all. But never mind. And anyway, what were you going to say, honey bunny?
No, well, I'm just fascinated in listening to other people. You know, that's brilliant. It really is. It fascinates me and it blows my mind.
Can I just interrupt for a minute to say thank you, Deb?
Yeah. I was telling Heather in 2020, I was feeling really stressed out and anxious about everything that was unfolding worldwide. And I woke from this most wonderful dream. I was sat on a handmade little wooden footstool. I was stroking a dog, and I absolutely love dogs. Yeah. The sky was so blue and clear. The birds were singing. There was these lovely white, vibrant flowers. And the grass was so vibrant, green. Yeah. And I was in heaven, literally. And I looked so calm and so at peace. It was unbelievable. And ever since, I can't get that dream out of my mind because I just want to be there again.
Oh, I can tell you now, honey, that heaven is awesome. Like I said, I've been there. I'll tell you when that happened. I went to heaven a few times in 2020. Was it 2020? It was January, February, and March of 2020. But I think I had been there about 3 or 4 times, roughly. A rough idea, 3 or 4 times. But it was between January, February, and March of 2020, and I've never been there since.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like I tell my mum and dad what had happened, and I said I've been to heaven, and I told them, they went below my neck. They said they wish they could have an experience like that.
But you know what it is? I went to bed yesterday because obviously it's a different day now.
Yeah.
But yesterday afternoon I went to bed. I often have because I've got terrible insomnia. I've got really bad insomnia. I really have.
A few
So I
people
went to
do,
bed to have a
actually.
lie down. I went to bed to have a lie down. And I toss and turn like I do. I wasn't asleep, wide awake, actually. And I closed my eyes and I seen Jesus Christ. I seen his face and he was smiling at us. And I opened my eyes because in shock, right? I opened my eyes in shock and he was gone. But I seen his full face, Jesus Christ, and he was smiling. So that tells me that he's happy with what I'm doing because I'm always warning the wicked online. Always warning the wicked.
Yeah.
The elites on this planet, I'm always threatening them and warning them and telling them that they're going to be deadly sorry and everything like that. Which Heather knows, she'll back that up. Yeah. I had just closed my eyes. I was white, like I said, I wasn't asleep because I've got terrible insomnia and I can't sleep. So, like I said, I just closed my eyes and I seen the face of Jesus Christ. Honestly, I jolted and I opened my eyes and he was gone. But he looked happy. He looked pleased with us. He didn't look like angry or anything like that. So obviously, I must be doing something right.
Oh,
yeah, it must be.
I must be doing something right. But he did look pleased. He didn't look angry.
And like, I don't know what it is, but it's like I've got this. How can I explain it? Like this yearning to be in heaven again. I can't wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never dreamt about it, I don't think, or had visions about any of that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where I'll end up, but wherever I end up doesn't matter. I'm still going to do the same thing.
Oh God, yeah.
What's
might
your
fight
What's
for
your name
us, you
again?
know.
What's your name again? Sorry,
Vanessa or Ness,
Vanessa.
whatever you
Hello,
want to call me.
Vanessa.
It's fine.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. Right,
No, you're
Vanessa.
fine.
You have a yearning about heaven, right?
I can't wait to get there again.
Right. Have you read the book of Revelations?
I've not. No, I'll be honest
No.
with you.
Right. Well, what it is, Jesus Christ has spoken from the heavens, right? When Jesus speaks, it's truth, right? It's not lies. When God speaks, it's truth. We're in the book of Revelations, chapter 18 right now. And this is fact. This is factual. It's not lies, it's factual. We're in the book of Revelations, chapter 18 right now. Now, I've got the original scriptures of the Bible. When I was reading through chapter 18 in the book of Revelations, nuclear war, the rapture of the church, the rapture of the saints, and the great tribulation, the wrath of God start at some point in chapter 18. I don't know at what point it starts, I haven't a clue. But I do know Jesus has spoken from the heavens and said we're in the book of Revelations, chapter 18. And I've read chapter 8. I've read the whole of the book of Revelations, but I've read chapter 18. And at some point, the rapture of the saints happens. It means the dead, who died in Christ, who were dead in the grave or whatever, the dead in Christ rise first. We, that which remain who are alive on the earth, rise. But Jesus has also said that all the babies and all the children will rise and go up. The little girls and boys, the babies will all go up by force, and they won't feel a thing. They won't feel a thing. They'll go up by force before sudden destruction.
Can I interrupt again?
Heather is a born.
Yeah.
Heather is saved. She's a born again Christian. I'm saved. I'm a born again Christian, and hopefully you are saved and a born again Christian, because the judgments are coming soon, right? If people believe it or not, if they say no, they're not. No, they're not. Life's going to go on for years and years and years. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Can I just interrupt again?
Yeah.
Just to say, Luna is doing well. She said she's okay. So we're all praying for her, Luna. And she just popped in to say she's okay. That's good to know.
Oh, Luna, can I just say I've already prayed to God for you. I don't know who you are, but I do believe I did pray the other day to King Jesus and Father Yahweh for you. So I send all my love from my heart and soul to you, Luna, from England. God bless, God love, God, stay safe. Amen, sister.
Yep, definitely. We'll still keep her in our prayers. I might have to wrap this up soon, guys. Because my son also does live streaming, and he needs all the computer energy my energy at the moment actually.
Has your son not got his own computer?
Yes. Yeah, he funded himself to start a YouTube channel.
No, I'm saying, has he not got his own computer? So you've got your
Yeah, he
own,
does, but the connection won't let both of us stream at the same time.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's bad out here. We're like, it doesn't matter which internet we get, it's going to be the same. It's really bad out here.
That's weird, isn't it?
It's because I'm near the country.
That's weird.
Yep.
Well, anyway, when your chucks have some eggs, can he send some eggs, mate, in England?
I'd love to. If I could get them there by airmail, I would.
I'm taking the mic, man. I'm only having a bit of fun with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Alex,
okay.
I'm upset with you, Alex.
Anything.
I thought you were going to
I
come
know
on
what's
and
going
speak
on
to
here,
Hev.
and
I
everyone's
thought you were going to come
going
on.
in and out.
I'm upset with you, Alex. You're the super mod. You're the super mod, and you haven't even come out to speak to Hev.
Oh no, she's a good girl. I like Alex. She's
I
excellent.
do. I love Alex myself. So if you can hear Alex, I love you too. But you're the super mod. You should be coming on speaking to Hev. I was hoping to see your kitty cats.
Oh, she'll come on when she's ready, I think. Definitely. When she gets enough the courage to jump on and not be nervous, she'll come on.
Oh, Raymond.
Oh, wait a minute. She sent us a message. Wait a minute. What does it say? Next time, she's saying.
Yep, there you go.
Next time.
Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap the calls up for now, if that's okay.
Yeah,
we'll do this
absolutely.
again. We'll definitely do this again.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because I like these chats.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Next time we'll see if we can ring in early and we'll have a good old chat. I'm sorry I've got to go now.
It's been lovely to speak to you, Heather. It's been lovely.
It's lovely to see you too, Eyes.
Hey, Raymond.
And Vanessa, it's lovely to...
Yeah, thanks for having me on here anyway.
Oh, no worries at all. Anytime.
Can I just say something quick to Raymond about what he said?
Yes, you sure can.
Yep. Is he still there?
I'm here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. You know what you were saying about the dead will rise first?
That's right.
Yeah, I watched this other channel, Kim Fisher. And in there was one particular upload, and in the comment section, somebody had said that they had this sudden urge. It's a few weeks ago to go to the graveyard. Yeah, and they went, and her husband, he's always laughing and joking, saying, "Oh, he don't believe in the rapture and stuff like that." Anyway, they go to the graveyard, and she never said a word. It's not Kim Fisher; it was somebody who commented in the comment section, and this woman who commented to Kim's upload said, "I didn't say a word to my husband." But we got back in the car, and he said, "God, did you see that?" And she's, I knew what he was going to say. But I just went along with it and said, "What's that?" And he went, "God, did you see those graves that look like they're ready to rise?"
Yeah. Well, do you know what it is? Can I just say something quickly? My dad is 72-year-old, right? And anyway, when my dad was 44, he had a heart attack and he died. And he went to the heaven gates, but they didn't let him in. They kicked him back to earth, right? Oh. This was when he was 44. He's now 72, right? But now he doesn't believe. And I keep threatening my dad all the time, right? I send him rapture stuff after rapture stuff all the time, and I send him my own messages. And I've warned my dad that if you reject Christ, that you will burn in the lake of fire. That's the way it is. If you reject Christ, the Son of the living God, you will burn in the lake. I've warned me dad. I don't know how many times I've warned him. And that goes, I've told me dad, that goes for the rest of the family. Anybody, not just me dad, anybody. Anyone who rejects Christ, the Son of the living God, will burn in the lake. And that goes anybody on the planet. Anybody on the planet. Why would they want to reject? And why would they want to burn in the lake of fire? Honestly, it makes no sense. Because he's real. Yes, you know what it is. There's lots of people haven't seen Christ, but I have. You see, you've got people who are fortunate who have actually seen Christ, which I have. I've actually had live vision, but not everyone gets that opportunity. I understand. Not everyone gets that opportunity, and that's why they don't believe.
Yeah.
I understand that. But I've been one of the fortunate ones where I've seen Christ, but I haven't just seen him. I've been in front of his Father, Yahweh. Obviously, I didn't see Yahweh because he was behind a massive cloud. But I was in front of Yahweh all the same. And Yahweh is the one who created everything, the heavens and the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you think that it'll come to the camps?
To the what?
Do you think it'll get to the stage?
The camps, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Through the what will happen is very soon. I don't know when it'll be, but I know very soon the trumpets will blow. The dead in Christ will rise. The people who are remaining, who are faithful in Christ, will rise. The children, the babies will rise. They'll be taken out before destruction. Obviously, it'll be nuclear war because it is written in the Bible. It is written, and it is coming to pass at warp speed. I know people try to bury their heads in the sand. That's not going to happen, but it is going to happen, right? We don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen, but it is going to happen. As simple as that. Nuclear war will come to pass. The Great Tribulation, which is the wrath of God, and the Antichrist rising, which I'll tell you who the Antichrist is. You're not going to believe it.
Is
right?
it
It's been confirmed many times. Barack Obama is the Antichrist, and the Pope is the false prophet.
Prophet, yeah.
Yeah. Barack Obama is the Antichrist, and the false prophet is the Pope.
Yep, I've heard that before.
It'll all come to pass, right? There's going to be, put it this way, there's going to be billions killed through nuclear war alone. Billions killed through nuclear war. But the Lord has already spoken from the heavens that there's billions and billions going to be killed. There's about 8 billion on the planet. There's only so many million going up into heaven. All the rest are going to hell. Because you know why? Because I'll give you an example. They've been raping children. They've been raping babies.
Yeah, be careful what you say, Eyes. Be careful.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
The censorship, that's all.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep. You can't say something.
Yeah.
So, I don't like it either. I don't like that we can't say what we need to say.
But there's lots of stuff I could say. Sorry.
I know. Yeah, but I understand. What you're saying. So
I know I say it in the chat, and I know it gets blocked, but you say it.
Yep, I see it.
You know what it is, Hev. There's lots of stuff I say in the chat that Alex doesn't even see. It's only you who sees it. When you read
Google is Google hiding them?
When you get to how you pause the chat and you get to it. It's only you who sees it because Alex doesn't see it.
No, well, maybe Google are trying to hide you from everyone.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Wow.
There's only you. There's lots of times Alex doesn't see the stuff I put. It's only you who sees it when you read it out.
Oh, there you go.
Because it's getting censored, it's getting hidden.
Yeah.
But it's not getting fully hidden because you're allowed to read it out.
Yeah, I can see it, and I'll read it out if I see it, definitely. I might have to let you guys go because I've got to wrap it up shortly. But yeah, do call in next time I do this. I will do this very soon again.
Yeah.
Sorry, if I've been a pain in the backside here, Heather.
No, you haven't.
No.
It was lovely to talk to you.
Honestly, it's been awesome to talk to you, Heather. Honestly, it's been amazing.
Oh, lovely.
To speak to eyes to see, ears to hear, is it?
Yep.
I think it's just magnificent what you've said about how you know what your job is when you get over into heaven.
You still there, Eyes? Oh. Okay, I think he's gone.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. I better let you go then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Vanessa, it was lovely to talk to you.
Yeah. Before we know it, it'll be kind of like this time tomorrow night.
Yeah, exactly. I could keep going. If my son didn't have to stream, I'd just keep going. But yeah, it was lovely to talk to you, and I hope you join again soon.
Yeah, I will. Do you? I didn't even know you did this because I've watched your channel before. I think I've commented before, but I didn't know you did this kind of like calling thing.
Yeah, I don't do it often, but every now and then I'll have a call in and have people call in and give their point of view on things.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. Anyway, it's lovely to speak to you anyway.
Lovely to talk to you too. You take care.
Yeah, and sorry for going on.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'll just let you go. I can take a break then.
How do you get off out of here? Do you know?
I think I remove you, and then I think it's up to you guys.
Right, got you.
Yep,
Okay.
Eyes is gone.
Right, enjoy the rest of your day anyway.
You too, doll.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, and have a good weekend.
You too. Okay, bye.
I'll see you soon. All right, cheers.
Bye. Okay, guys, that was lovely. Just chilling. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing weekend too. Little Miss Nintendo fan said never had a Marlboro go out on their own ever. What the F did they put in them now? Had them as my last smokes New Year's Eve. King Snurgle said, Nisi, rolling tobacco in UK is minimum £20 for 50 grams. No cheap rolling option here. Alex said, that's so cute, kitty. And Deb said, just chillin'. Shannon said, Woody's dad was CIA assassin involved in JFK. Really? Nisi said, I vape. The juice cost me about $40 a month. That's still a big saving. Kitty said, I have a cockatiel too. Used to breed birds at one time, over 350 birds. Just chillin' said, hit that like button. Good on you guys. Cynthia said, love being alive these days. The Lord beside me every day. Alex said, how wonderful eyes to see. Vanessa said, had vision early hours, grease train. Oh, yeah, that was Vanessa. She was just talking about that. Heartland Lady said, yes, we are blessed. This is World War III. They're trying to destroy every country. God be with all. Alex said, hey, and awesome, just chilling. George said, I'd rather smoke a J than take any. Yeah, I would too, actually. Shannon said, Woody also put through MK Ultra, also starred in a movie about MK Ultra killers. Vanessa said, in a vision, I saw a TV screen cancelled in red. Yep, okay, yep, I got that. Little Miss Nintendo fan saying, mixing multi-chemicals in the air from each train wreck and fires to poison max people. Could be. Heartland Lady said, yep, Woody's father was CIA. Cynthia said, I'm in the city, God's got my back. Deb said, shit, 2 houses over at the train station. Dealey said, just about everyone I know has a train going through their town. Most towns do these days. Just depends on whether you live near it or not. Shannon said, I think missed train catches are like most plane crashes planned due to push agendas. Kitty said, Cynthia, God has always had me in my back. Heartland Lady said, they're poisoning our air and waters. I said, Alex, I don't know what you mean. Alex said, I used to work for the railway and heard some horrid stories. Darren said, rail should be the safest way to travel. It should be. I don't know right now. Faith said, Shannon definitely. Kat said, Ohio grows 80% of the food, they said. There you go. That could be the answer. Are they trying to destroy your food? Alex said you saw visions of Jesus' eyes. Cynthia said, right, Kitty, amen. Missy T said, poisoning people's food supplies. King Snurgle said, next major poison attack on humanity is coming through the mains water supply. Why they're recontaminating all the other water options. Alex said, is that why it's happening, Kat? Deb said, my neighbours are going first. Missy T said, and Gates is buying most of the land. I think some places have stopped Bill Gates from buying their land. Brad said, let Jesse speak. Michelle said, Ohio does grow a lot and is also a conservative state. Alex said, I wouldn't get on a train, Darren. Susan said, I know there's issues, but still there's something romantic about a train. Wouldn't you love to go on the Orient Express? Yeah, as long as it's not on the side of a mountain and the way trains are going lately, don't know. Deb said, we have half electric trains now. Heartland Lady said, I heard Ohio was our first 15-minute city too. I said, I closed my eyes and seeing Jesus looking at me, he was happy, which I'm excited. Sherry said, Ohio and Indiana are farming communities. There you go. MJ said, railroads are infrastructure, so I'm thinking they're busy. CSX been around my whole life. Alex said, that's why I said how wonderful, lol, eyes. King Snowball said, in UK, all Water Boards Authority is doing major work on water supply networks right now, particularly increasing the average water pressure. There's very good reason for this. Missy T said, I bet Gates doesn't own any of the land near the train crashes. Yeah. Darren said, I wouldn't want to use trains now, Alex, but I liked them years ago. Didn't used to hear of many derailments. Alex said, yeah, Missy T. Oh, I can't click on it. Why? Oh, there you go. Missy T said he's one of the biggest landowners. Cynthia said, I hear lots of Walmarts have recently shut down. Anyone know? I did hear of a lot of Walmarts shutting down where they're getting robbed because they're getting robbed in certain towns. They're shutting down. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. George said Bill Gates is another creep. Yet. I said, Alex, I seen his whole face, was happy. I thought I was in trouble, always warning the wicked, but I'm fine. Missy T said, I'm burning down some industrial estates he owns. Are they trying to get rid of evidence? Is that another thing they could be doing? MJ said, right, Darren, hardly ever accept drinks driving into one. Heartland Lady said, I don't trust planes or trains right now, just my automobiles. Yeah, planes, trains and automobiles. Missy T said the chicken supply. Yeah, they were trying to get rid of most of them and the eggs as well. Cynthia said, eyes to see with little prayer hands. Kitty said, I've been reading the same about Wally's. I think they're shutting down Walmarts in Portland. Yeah, the major places they're getting robbed. That's where I think they're shutting them down. Alex said, I like trains and how they work. Can be a bit of a geek like that. Lol, I just never like being on them, the feeling of being trapped, Darren. Faye said, Cynthia, I don't know, but I did hear the same. MJ said, Cynthia, I heard that too. Walmart, bye-bye. Dealey said, a few years ago, I took a 3-day train ride. Not like the movies, but not bad. Excellent gourmet food. Oh, that would be nice. George says, some of these elites need a death sentence. Yep. Shannon said, Friends cast are all satanic. Yes, I know that now. Definitely. Alex said, glad to see it, hear it, and very special moment, eyes. Cynthia said, I love Three's Company. I remember the name. Can't remember the show. Three's Company. Faye said, yep, Shannon. Heartland Lady said, bye-bye, Walmart. Everything they sell says made in China. Darren said, I haven't used modern trains. The ones I use still allowed smoking, and you could open the doors at any time. Eyes is saying Jesus is going to take out those agents at CIA and FBI, past and present, for the murders of wicked crimes. Shannon said, careful, it's the chicken lover from South Park. MJ said, I always wanted to go on that fancy train they have in the mountains with gourmet foods and fancy room. Very bourgeois, just the scenery, it looked gorgeous. The Brady Bunch, said Cynthia. The Brady Bunch was okay, but I liked the banana splits. Yeah, they were good too. I remember them. I said, Alex, indeed, honey. Deb said, love all the same movies and TV shows. Robert said, did you see and hear Trump's 10 new cities? No. Yeah, MJ said, Robert, do share, please. Alex said, have you been to Epping Ongar Railway, Darren? Great little heritage railway. They do have a heritage train that goes up and down the Blue Mountains. God, I can't remember what it's called. And haven't seen it for years, actually. Faye said, Robert did not see but heard something about it. I've got to go quicker. Deb said, let's go, gamers. Who'll be the first to call in? Cynthia said, big-breasted blonde who married Burt Reynolds was on WKRP. George said, wow, Hev, the UK is just getting as bad. Alex said that one doesn't move very fast, so it was okay, lol. Dealey said the sway of the train chugga-chugga sound was very soothing and relaxing. Robert Firestone said he put out a new truth, 3rd of the 3rd, 10 new cities, flying cars. It was wild. Really? I'm going to have to look for that on Twitter because I still can't get on Truth Social. Why can't I click on that? Oh, there you go. Canadian girl, how you going? Hey, Hev, WKRP is available on YouTube. I'm watching it right now. Also, the show Taxi, another hilarious one. I think I've seen Taxi. Oh, no, that was the movie I saw. Excellent. So it's on YouTube. I'm going to have to watch it. Alex said, hey, Robert. Vanessa said, George, yep, sure is RE UK getting bad. Darren said, no, Alex, I've been on the Romney Hythe and Dimchurch Railway, though. It uses steam engines with open carriages. Susie said, anyone here ever watch Fernwood Tonight with Fred Willard and Martin Mull, Comedy Gold? No, I've never heard of it. Yep, some mothers do have them. Oh, I remember that one. Deb said, I want to hear Shannon. Deb said, The Good Life. That's it, That Good Life. Yeah, the two Ronnies. Greenacres and Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah. Yep, The Good Life was the one I was thinking of the couple and the son, the chickens and everything. Yep. Shannon said Alvin Purple. George said the Tories are taking the pee. MJ said, do you think Dollar General is everywhere because Walmarts are going out? I don't know, but they don't have the food as much. Food desserts worry me because of the elderly and poor. Darren said, some good old shows there. Cynthia said, I watched Bosom Buddies back in the day. Tom Hanks. Oh, what about Perfect Strangers with Cousin Larry and Balky? Balky Bartokomous. Don't be ridiculous. Alex said, okay, oh yes, time zone changes again soon. UK goes forward 26th of March and Oz goes back 2nd of April. There you go. It's going to be confusing again about times. Heartland Lady says, spring is coming, weather is warming up, and we're going into the cooler, although we've got 2 warm days, but we're going into the cooler seasons. So you'll see me with all my jackets and beanies and everything on. Vanessa said, George, yes, they sure are. I reckon Starmer will be number 10 at the next election. Anyone remember Petticoat Junction? I do. Alex said, hey, eyes to see. Kitty said, the DG stores are adding more food, fresh veggies used to only get canned goods there. Oh. Cynthia said, oh, cool. Dealey said, yes, Faith, I remember. King Snurgle said, George, and Labor would have woke as and immigration would be sending out all our taxes on sending luxury liners to ferry people from anywhere that had people that want life of freebies. Shannon said, I know that voice. Cynthia said, hey. George said, Vanessa, Labor are just as bad. King Snurgle said, go woke. Darren said, Eyes doesn't appear on chat, but he's on screen. Selena said, more news and less Nessman. Cynthia said, lovely glasses. And Kitty's waving. Shannon said, I forgot how chatty Eyes is. MJ said, Selena, yes, memories. Alex is laughing. Susie said, hi, Eyes. Delia said, Hev, thanks for sharing your son's link. I just subscribed. Good on you. King Snurgle said a good old Geordie accent. I can't click on it. Oh, there you go. Cynthia says, Eyes looking good. Deb said, great to see. Eyes to see. Alex said, thank you. I've gone shy, lol. Deb said, come on, Shannon. Cynthia's hearts and thumbs up. Carl said, oh, click. I've just come back. Oh, I'm in the phone and I can't call in. There you go. It just clicked over. Oh, God, my internet's bad. Dana said, it's exciting to see a live chat. Alex said, why? I, King Snurgle Gurgleson, my gran was a Geordie. Dealey said, don't be shy, Alex. We're all family here and we love you. Heartland Lady said, I heard today 85,000 children that come over the border are unaccounted for here. That breaks my heart. Unbelievable. Oh, no. Susie said, put your cat on, Alex. Cynthia said, this is great. Shannon said, I've been on twice before. Dealey said, love. George said, the Geordie accent is good, does a good Geordie accent when I'm drunk. Deb said, I think we should have a Zoom where we all could see and hear each other. That would be mad. King Snurgle said, Alex, you know what they say, if you've got it, you should flaunt it, so you need to pop in a bouquet. Oh, King Snurgle. MJ said, Darren, I agree, so different. He said, shite, I love it. Alex said, I know Dealey always get like it. It's just building up to it, nerve-wracking. It can be. Cynthia said, Deb, thumbs up. Vanessa said, I follow Funky Prepper. Dee Lee said, Eyes, I love your voice. Alex said, I don't think so, King Snuggle. Dee Lee said, Alex, you just have to do it. Shannon said, I'm naked in bed at the moment, about to have a nana nap before the afternoon shift. Yeah, we don't want to get on then. Vanessa said, you're right, things won't ever go back to normal. Kitty said, listening but must get my weebs, he's such a wee fella. Alex said, all 6 of them, Susie. God's Marine said, like I said, you're living in the book of Revelation. You can't even pray on the streets anymore without getting arrested. Susie said, yeah, how do we do that, Deb? Deb said, I saw that, Shannon. George said, I need some sunglasses to counteract those sunglasses. Cynthia's laughing at George. Darren said, reminds me of Afwidizen pet. Alex said, yay, Carl. Alex said, not on Wi-Fi. Deb said, I don't know, never done it. Heartland lady, the world is all shook up. Alex said, oh, bless him. MJ said, and he didn't mean bread. Alex said, you look good, eyes to see. Susie said, Alex, I want to see your kitty condos. Alex is laughing. Darren said, who? King Snurgle said, Shannon, spear naked with a banana just broke Hev's internet. Yeah, that would be another one of those don't search for deep fakes on Twitter. You'll get something you weren't expecting, like I did yesterday. Alex said, lovely view. Out to lunch said, wow. Dealey said, good on you, Carl. MJ said, lucky. Shannon said, Deb's turn, but wait, 2 eyes. Wait. Oh, you won't get a word in edgewise. Deb said, great to see Carl. Eyes said, I haven't had a shave. I look for... no, you didn't. Eyes, you looked all right. Shannon said, we're in vintage at the moment. That's why I'm working 7 days a week. Carl said, thanks. It's very delayed. Gavin said, Heather, I have another Simpson predictions come true. East Palestine train derailment. Really? Wow. Susie said, Carl's a lucky duck. He is. Beautiful place. And Gavin said, hi, Alex. And everyone's saying hello and kitties. And Alex said, you just blew my ears off. Nice. Alex said, flippin' heck. And Shannon said, Deb's turn to be on camera. MJ said, shoot, Alex, request now, this lol. Alex said, awesome, Shannon. Shannon said, Muskie is in Canada. Deb's laughing. Alex is laughing. King Snuggle said, Alex, I'm quickly grabbing a tea. Don't come on and do your bikini reveal until I get back. Okay. Thank you, Heartland lady. Oh, God love you. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Alex said, oh, dear. Cynthia said, Alex. George said, eyes are like your glasses. Was only take the pee, mate. Susie said, sounds yummy, Hev. Darren said, there's not much bikini. Shannon said, Alex and Shannon both having flashbacks. Deb said, now what meat do you put in shepherd pie? We have a dispute. Shepherds should lamb and cottage beef mince. You can mix them. I'm going to mix them. Lamb mince and beef mince. Heartland lady said, cheese and onion pie. Never heard of it. Shepherd's pie I've heard of. I must be way back in the chat. Susie said, what's it called if you make it with pork mince? I don't know. A pork pie? Darren said, we all love Alex. She's Hev's co-star. Alex said, I don't know. I always get shy. This is why it's taken me so long to sort my own channel. Shepherd's pie is yummy, said George. Darren said, perverted Susie. MJ said, Deb in America, don't get mad. We used hamburger or ground turkey. Some love cream, some corn, some don't. This has started fights in my family. Oh, no. Dealey said, Alex, put on sunglasses if it helps. Susie said, oh, I've never had perverted pie. Oh, dear. George said, a lot of these politicians will burn in hell. God's Marines said, no one, I mean, absolutely no one can stop God. Yep. Cynthia said, amen. Darren said, don't worry, Alex, we won't look, I promise. Heartland lady said, our Gen 6 videos are slowly coming out. Unbelievable what they did to it. Yes, they need to release the January 6 prisoners and lock up the January 6 committee. How's that? That's what they should do. Shannon said, we talk about God, use capitals. God's Marine, amen, said Faith. Susie Fraser, pig pie. I think pork pie. Shannon said they didn't protect you from your hairdresser. Amen, said Cynthia. King Snurgle said, Alex, grab a sheet, hang it over your entire body, poke 2 holes for eyes, and come on as a ghost guest. Sweet dreams, said Cynthia. Amen, said Deb. Ghost guest, yes, said out to lunch. Alex, little ghosty. Shannon said, poor Hev, she's trapped now. Deb's laughing. Shannon said, Deb, jump on, save Hev. Vanessa said, George, exactly, they all work for the same side. Susie said, you're going to burn a lake of fire. Isn't the most welcoming conversation starter I've ever had. MJ said, you should call in, Shannon, do you? Heartland Lady said, yes, protected by God, Jane, Jesus, angels, galactic, God bubble. Deb said, funny, the chicken cage fully assembled, getting delivered. But Tim's laughing. George said, only brainwashed people voted for these politicians. Deb said, I'm not as funny as you. Shannon said, I'm in bed. I've been on several times before. Deb said, Shannon. Heartland Lady said, eggs from our own chickens do look different from the store. Yes, they do. Darren said, I agree, time doesn't exist in heaven because heaven's outside the universe. Susie said, Snuggles, what's a pig or hog herder called? Darren said, time didn't exist until God created everything. King Snurgle said, a pig farmer. Shannon said, this happened last time. Oh, he's all right. Shannon said, I'm pretty sure time is Satan's doing. Darren says, it gives us a chance to fill up the comments, Shannon. Sherry said, Deb and Shannon, you two cracked me up. Everyone's laughing. Heartland Lady said, yep, is exactly right. Darren said, hi, Vanessa. Everyone said, hey, Vanessa. Susie said, pig farmer pie doesn't have a great ring to it. Hello, Vanessa, said MJ. Beautiful people. Shannon said, eyes block me when the power of the wrench overcome him. Dealey said, hey, Vanessa. King Snurgle said, having now seen and heard eyes, it is a shame he blocked me and doesn't see anything I type. He lives just down the road from me and would have a lot to chat about. Darren said, a lot of politicians go to the little boys' room, to sniff the Coca-Cola. Deb said, you kill me, Shannon. George said, take care, eyes. God's Marine said, the world's only 6,000 years. Darren said, it's strange we don't see him here, King. Susie said, hi, Vanessa. Dealey's laughing at Darren. Deb said, great, Vanessa. Heartland Lady said, we're all lied to for thousands of years, but now we see. George said, I can hear you both. King Snurgle said, Darren, he must have blocked anyone that doesn't like what they're saying. God's Marine said, 2,000 years from Adam and Eve to Abraham. 2,000 years from Abraham and the death of Jesus to 2,000 years for the death of Jesus till now. Men's number is 6. God's Marine said, time is up, man. Alex said, it's happening everywhere, Vanessa. I said, Alex, I do sound like a Geordie. Heather has put me back to sleep. But backstage, sorry, not sleep. Sorry, eyes. Heartland Lady said, our roads are potholes here. They're not doing anything to help like communities anymore. George said, always buy from my local shop. Darren said, I didn't know blocking stopped you seeing posts. I thought it just stopped you seeing what you didn't want. Darren said, probably for the best. Alex said, you sound like a Geordie, lol. King Snurgle said, he lives down the road from you, eyes. King Snurgle said, Darren, I see nothing from eyes. He sees nothing from me. Shannon said, I caught him in a lie and he blocked me. Brad said, prepare for the worst but hope for the best. Alex said, that is what it feels like, Vanessa. No one is prepared. I said, Alex, lol, text Hev and ask her, please, why she put me backstage. Oh, because you went to the bathroom. Sorry, eyes. Susie said, in every country of the world has heaps of ghost towns now. Yeah, I want to go to one of those ghost towns and live. Alex said, yeah, Brad. Darren said, but how will we know about God's revenge, King? Dealey said, Brad, I just said those same words recently. Brad said, I'm going to hope for the best. Darren said, you too, Shannon. Faith said, I really think some just don't want to or cannot accept the truth, unfortunately. King Snurgle said, Alex, that's assuming Eyes hasn't left Geordie land. He could be in Timbuktu for all I really know. Alex said, I think it's just so Hev can have a chat with Vanessa. Eyes. Yeah, it was. Yep. MJ said, are they silent? The ambulance is where you are? Well, some of them are, and some of them come in with their sirens blazing and stuff. So I've only heard 2, but I have seen ambulances around. Shannon said, God is with you. There's no need of an intermediary between you and God. Isaac's crying. Dennis Biz says, hey, heaven all warrior seekers, how are ya? Alex said, my sister said people have started dying in a village. No one would listen, though. George said, the Tories has effed the NHS. Alex said, hey, Dennis Biz. Shannon said, Hev's never going to get through the comments now. I'm trying. Darren said, I agree, Shannon. God is able to speak to each of us personally. Watch me speed up. I said, Alex, please come back on and speak to Hev. Heartland Lady said, Shannon Spear, 100%. Dennis Biz said, how long has this been going? I just got the notification. Alex said, NHS is nearly all private now, just using the logo, George. Dennis Biz said, hi, Alex. Dealey said, Shannon, absolutely. Maria, how you going? I think the ambulance is going incognito now. Hev, so people do not realise that fact, maybe. Alex said, Shannon, laughing. Darren said, any cause given for the deaths, Alex? Alex said, we've done it before. Remember the 7.5-hour live stream, Shannon? Suze said, what are they saying these people are getting demised from? Heartland Lady says, it's sad what's happening in the world. Alex said, Tent Gate. King Snurgle said, Dennis Biz, you only missed 1 hour, 50 minutes, but don't worry, Hev's doing a 24-hour live call-in show. No, I can't. Oh, dear. Alex said, hey, Maria. George said, my uncle died in the corridor of a hospital. That's horrible. In the corridor. Shannon said, God has a sense of humour. I will laugh like a drain if Eyes doesn't get through the pearly gates. Dennis Biss said, yes, it is Heartland Lady. They've really got a grip on us in some way, in so many ways, on so many levels with their CCP rules. Shannon said, the tent is still undefeated. Alex said, I might do Eyes, but I'm enjoying this conversation at the moment. Dennis Biss said, okay, King, thank you. I have to watch it full later. King Snurgle said, Shannon, God told me he's putting me on the bouncer roster for the pearly gates. Boy, am I going to have fun. Alex is laughing at Shannon. I can't believe that was a year ago. Susan said, you have great hair, Vanessa. Oh, she did. It was beautiful hair. I loved Vanessa's hair. Very nice. I said, Alex, get on and speak to your mate. Darren said, do you take bribes, King? Shannon said, he sets off my bells and whistles. Don't know why. Alex said, oh, wow, Vanessa. Dennis Biz said, George, loving prayers for your grandfather. There surely are better ways to leave the earth than those kinds of suffering situations, definitely. Alex said, I had something similar to that before the Paddington crash in 99. MJ said, loved that you shared it, Vanessa. Heartland Lady said, I had a dream the world was collapsing around me, but I was safe. I had a dream about a tsunami, and I was safe inside a house, and the water was lapping at the windowsills, and I was wondering why the water wasn't coming in from around the door, like underneath and the sides. And anyway, but I was okay. George said, Matt Hancock and the government caused a lot of stress to many people. Alex said, that's why I don't like being on trains. King Snurgle said, Darren, that would be cheating, but God does have a great sense of humour and all the time in the world to show it. Backstage passes can be earned, but you have to dress up as a pig. What? Darren said, that's what you get for letting a bear drive, Alex. Dooley said, thanks for the Vanessa. I see the same in the skies here. Yep, thanks for sharing, Vanessa. Zal said, g'day, heaven all. How you going, Zal? Zal's having a smoke. Oh, and a train with some puff at the end. Darren said, lol, King, you could have just said no. Everyone's saying hello, Zal. Shannon said, Thomas cry himself to sleep. He asked the fat controller, why doesn't Alex love me? Everyone's saying hello there. Trying to get Skywatcher here too, said Heartland Lady. Darren said, Alex killed his wife and son and the maid. Okay, I'm going to have to go and look at that. Shannon said, Dad, get on. MJ said, people can share their thoughts. It's good because nowadays people of like mind or open mind are hard to find. A lot of disconnected out there on autopilot. Yep. Alex said, that case is such a crazy one, Darren. Dennis Biss says those drones can fly really high up. It's often confusing to actually see what they are, different kinds of lights, and they're really speedy. Deb said they see you every time you use your phone or computer. Yep. George said, Darren, another elite who tried to get away with murder. Alex said, so many twists and turns. I watched the live cam footage yesterday, very eerie. Darren said, it's crazy, Alex, but it was interesting while we waited for real news. Dennis Biz said they control my air conditioner, just a blowing fan, or it doesn't work at all. Heartland Lady said they spray here too. You have a nice sunny day and they take it away. Darren said, hard to imagine how someone can kill their own family. Alex said, exactly. It's the real life, like real life films are playing out these days. George said, we need faith, a lot of evil people in this world. Susie said, nature totally came back during our worldwide confinement to see an octopus swimming down the Grand Canal in Venice in pristine water brought tears to my eyes. Dealey said, yes, not only in the big screen, but the public streets. Dennis Biz said, the politicians are remote zombies. That's it. They seem like it. Heartland Lady said, we have the right to speak our truth. I care either any more protected we are. Alex said, I love signs like that. Alex said, God is with us always. Heartland Lady said, yes. Sherry said, God says many times in the Bible, do not fear. Exactly. Brad said, amen. Darren said, we're across the road from the church. The bells are comforting and they practice every Friday. That's lovely. Dennis Biss said, amen. Love those little moments. Everything else wrong with the world disappears. Susie said, I feel calm mostly, but some days it gets to me. It's seeing the suffering of others that is heartbreaking. Yep. Nicey said, I'm very calm too. Alex said, although it's been really hard, I know everything's going to be okay. I trust God with all my heart, mind, body, and soul. George said, I'm not perfect, but I try my best. Don't worry, me too, George. Giselle saying, g'day, Shannon, Darren. MJ said, that's interesting. Alex said, amen, Sherry. Shannon said, Susie said, we're living in unprecedented times. Shannon said, Zal. King Snurgle said, hi, Zal of the huge Moxies. Faye said, yeah, Alex, yes, amen to that. Some days are difficult, but God is in control always. Heartland Lady said, I feel different every day, but I know God wins. Darren said, if I didn't know about the war between good and evil, don't think I'd be awake now. Darren said, it's too unbelievable. Alex said, do not comply. Resistance is not futile, said Darren. George said, our body is only a shell, our spirit lives on. Susie said, the Gospels read by David Suchet, instant anxiety reliever. Dennis Biss says, the psychopath demons are trying to make us live in constant nightmare because they're not happy. Sal said, what has changed since yesterday? I don't know. King Snuggle said, Alex, those that continue to comply are becoming complicit in the global crime. The only thing that's changed, Al, is I found a newspaper, a report that Vanguard have pulled out of the ESG. Heartland Lady said, biblical. Alex said, you're not wrong, King Snurgle. Shannon said, that's not my underwear, that's for very... Deb said, you're a funny man, Shannon. Sal said, there's more turds floating to the surface of the bowl, the more screws that are turned. Shannon said, funny looking too. Sal said, they show themselves for who they are. Kitty said, oh, I'm back, been listening, took care of pups and turned heat on. Sal said, they're all too self-absorbed, Hev. Susie said, Hev, you're worth your weight in gold. George said, I'm still seeing people with their face mask on. Alex said, I think if the rest of people don't wake up soon, they probably never will, or are supposed to and will continue to sleepwalk into doom. Dennis Bez said, that's so very true, Heaven. You would always have a lady up the road that would deliver a carton of home chook eggs and another neighbour delivered cake for afternoon tea and so on. Yeah, community. Used to know your neighbours. Shannon said, I like to slip them in to make sure people are paying attention. MJ said it was a very slow drip, kids together, but hive-minded. They crossed the street without looking. King Snurgle said not having fear is the most important. Even if the most powerful demon cannot have any control over those that are fearless and have faith, doing your very best in all situations goes a long way too. Shannon said, say again. Faye said, what I find so sad is the number of families been falling apart over the past couple of years, including most of mine. I'm lucky my family's kind of stuck together. George said, crazy, Alex. Kitty said, we are called to be salt and light, be kind and loving to all around you while staying alert. Sal said, same here, George. King Snurgle said, Shannon, you forgot the funny smelling bit there. Susie said, have you noticed that kids don't play outside anymore? Neighbourhoods are silent. Lots of times you don't even hear the birds anymore. Yeah, it is quiet, actually. Shannon said, that's why when an angel appears to you, they say, fear not, the king, right? King fear is the mind killer. George says, Zal, the world's gone mad. MJ said, when introverts feel the separation, it's bad. Just saying 2020 was awful. Alex said, I watched the documentary about Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos the other day, Channel 4 documentaries, billionaires that control the world. Kitty said, David Suchet narration is very good, can play at night for calm. Faye said, Susie, absolutely, even in rural areas such as mine. Alex said, proper invasion of privacy, body search machines. Heartland Lady said, parents are too scared to let their children play outside to see why it's a different world than I grew up in. George said he feels like he's living in the Twilight Zone, 100%. Susie said, Faith, we're taking our lives back, no more. Alex said, they're all the same, all governor scum, and all drink from the same trough. Sal said, the minions are seeded into every level of society and societal structure. Shannon says, Zuck and Bezos are just Muppet frontmen, Manchurian candidates. Alex said, hear, Vanessa. Kitty says, quite a few good shows on YouTube that are thought-provoking. Search them before they're purged like many others. Darren said, the Twilight Zone is the only explanation that makes sense, George. Dennis Biz said, years ago, if someone violated you, they would be buried. We're not allowed to defend ourselves, and the psychopaths are getting away with their violations. That's why they went soft on crime, because the top ones are doing the worst. King Snurgle said, George O'Brien loved the Twiglets. The Twiglet Zone sounds great to me. Oh, Twilight. Faye said, Susie, absolutely. Heartland Lady said, our controllers are going to meet their demise. Alex said, I've been saying that for ages, governed at a local level. Shannon said, South Australians go, Sydney doesn't get hot, Deb. Alex said, yes, Susie. George said, 226 here as well. Drunk and knackered. Oh, dear. King Snowball said, did I to scream, just admit to eating? Oh, I'm not reading that. Canadian Girl says, oh, Ice has a name. Oh, my goodness, there's still heaps and heaps of comments to go, guys. I'm going to have to wrap it up. I am so sorry. Oh, I really love reading all your comments, and I don't want to do this. Canadian Girl said, I love Linda Paris, been watching her for many years. Christian 21 is interesting for sure. Okay. Guys, I'm going to have to go. There's tons of comments I didn't read. Oh, goodness me. It's still going. I'm still scrolling down. I was way back in the comments. Trying to say hello to anyone I've missed. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. Oh, guys. Wow, there's a shitload of comments in there. Hey, Flyby Stu, I just seen you when I'm scrolling past somewhere. Oh, goodness me. That's a lot of comments. Yeah, jelly is moist. George said British comedy is the best. Hey, Gavin, how you going? And thank you, Heartland Lady. God love you. Okay, who else have we got that I haven't said hello to? Meg, how you going? I think that's it. Oh, what happened to the chat? It's gone funny. The chat's just some people's comments just disappeared in front of my eyes. That was weird. Okay, they're back. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to wrap it up there. I am so sorry to do this because I love reading everyone's comments. And I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back when I'm not babysitting, okay? So if I'm not here tomorrow, I'm babysitting. Okay, guys, much love to you all. Pray for everybody. And I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys.
I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
Hey guys, sorry, something very weird just happened. I don't know what's going on.